The reason I bring this up, in the gossip world.
Oh, yeah, Kim Kardashian.
Kim Kardashian and...
Wait, she's free?
And Pete Davidson have broken up. Who saw that coming?
Oh, have they?
No joke.
I thought maybe they were just weird enough for each other that it would work.
I guess Big DE isn't enough.
So in any event, perhaps we could get a song out of you.
He got a lot of tattoos, I've heard.
He got her kids' initials tattooed on his body.
Yep.
He did?
Yep.
He's got all kinds of Kim-related tattoo work. So we'll be hearing about that today. But I know that you have a song about, if I'm correct in saying you have a song about the tattoo that you have for
Yeah, for joke purposes, I put it on my butt. I call it butt tattoo, but the truth is it's on my shoulder. But for the song, it's called Butt Tattoo. A little Tom Petty tribute.
Oh, okay.
I do.
You got it? Okay, good.
So whenever you'd like me to do that, I'll do it for you.
He'd rather talk about the song than play it, I think, is what he's trying to say.
I didn't know what...
It's all right, a little behind the music.
I enjoy conversation, too.
No, you're a jukebox. You sit there until we put a quarter in.
Yep.
Push B12 and I'm ready.
That's right. Get involved.
But not B17.
Okay, coming up, we'll have the Kim tribute.
That one's a bomber.
We have I'm going to be, when we come back, I'm going to play an unusual theme song. I want to see if you can pick up on what it is.
Is it from a 60s TV show?
No hints.
All right.
Well, I mean, if I tell you where it's from, it's going to make it too easy. Don't you think?
Probably, you're right.
What do you want me to do? I'm going to tell you what it is, then play it?
Well, that's the way you normally have.
That has happened before.
We'll see. I'm not going to give you any hints.
This is a quick, well, it's about the Jetsons.
Right. Exactly. I don't want to spoil anything.
I don't want to spoil it.
I'll just say, Mr. Belvedere.
Okay. Here's your hint.
Good luck with your hint.
I want to ask you about something. You've heard about the stuff, low T testosterone. It affects many aspects of your body, fellas, from your sex drive to erections, bone mass, muscles, etc., and even sperm production. Low T, serious business. It can reduce your sex drive, like I said. You might have generally low energy, as a matter of fact, or mood issues.
What?
This is where...
Mood issues.
Roman, we know Roman from Get Roman. We've been talking about him for a long time. For a lot of the services they have, Roman now has an at-home testosterone test kit. The Roman testosterone test kit cannot diagnose if you have low T, but can help you to decide if further investigation is necessary to check out the potential cause of symptoms. Now, Roman sends you an easy-to-use kit with step-by-step video instructions. They even cover free 2-day shipping to and from your place. So you just take the test before 10 a.m. and ship it back the same day. Once your results are ready, Roman sends you certified lab results to your secure private account. It's an easy-to-read, downloadable PDF that breaks it all down. You can then choose to schedule a free consultation to go over your results with a U.S. licensed healthcare professional. Check it out, GetRoman.com/BT show. For your at-home testosterone test kit today, it's only $69. GetRoman.com/BT show. When we come back, we're going to have our little quiz theme song, and we'll hear from Mr. Godwin, his tribute to the Kim tattoo. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
Good morning, Mark Allison along with you on a Monday. Comedian Greg Warren going to be joining us this morning with another edition of The Warren Report. Also, comedian Reno Collier on a Monday. Check out more about Greg Warren at gregwarrencomedy.com and Reno Collier, pretty simple, at renocolliercomedy.com. Also, Reno will be here for a look at Today in History as we look back on this Monday, August 8th, but that won't be till the 9 o'clock hour. So we have lots to cover between now and then. Chick McGee will continue with sports. Of course, Josh Arnold at the sidekick chair. And my name, Mark Allison. We'll continue with you all morning long right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom Entertainment News Update. Carrie Underwood, Keith Urban, and Sting are among the musicians who will pay tribute to Vince Gill in a CMT special this fall. Brad Paisley, Chris Stapleton, Maren Morris, Ricky Skaggs, and others are going to perform on the special CMT Giants, Vince Gill. That special will include vintage interviews as well as a new one with Gill in which he reflects on his career and reveals his plans for the future. CMT Giants Vince Gill airs on September 16th. Snoop Dogg will play a vampire hunter in the new Jamie Foxx series Day Shift. Foxx plays a pool cleaner who hunts vampires as a side hustle, but he does not make as much as Big John Elliott, played by Snoop. That series premieres Friday on Netflix. It's the last of the big summer movie releases, and Bullet Train finished atop the box office list, but the Brad Pitt-led movie earned an underwhelming $30 million in ticket sales in opening weekend. That's only a third of what it reportedly cost to make. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
We got some extra from the Bob and Tom Show.
Comedian Greg Warren, former state champion wrestler. You're the son of a wrestling coach now. I assume your dad was also your wrestling coach. Is that correct?
Yes, he was. He was a high school wrestling coach. So I wrestled, and my mom was into music, so I played the clarinet in the band, which they made fun of me, especially the guys on the wrestling team, especially my best friend, Huey Baker. He was a black guy. He's one of those guys that would just get a hold of something and never shut up. And look at Greg, man. Greg played a flute. It's a clarinet, Huey. It's a flute, Greg. You a flute man. Look at little flute man, Greg. Flute your flute, Greg. Little flute man, Greg. He'll be on the bus going to a match. He'll be real quiet, and all of a sudden you hear, hop, 2, 3, 4, what the hell we fighting for? Flute man. It's embarrassing when you're out there wrestling and you hear, hit him with your flute, Greg.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
She was like an alien or a robot that hadn't quite perfected how to be a human being yet, right? Like, there was little clues along the way.
Like what? Like what,
she would say, like, she got all of her aphorisms wrong. Like, she'd be like, I don't have a horse in this fight. And I'd be like, well, I don't think you should, but I think you mean dog. And she'd be like, oh, error. And I'd go,
Oh, wow. That's a robot.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, fellas. This is Floyd Tucker, the over-the-road trucker. This is Bob and Tom's program, 24/7.
Morning, Bob and Tom Show.
Good morning. How are you guys?
Fine.
Guy's down in Florida. He's reading the classified ads, and he sees an ad that says, talking dog, $20. So he goes to the address list on the paper, knocks on the door. Guy answers the door. Guy says, I understand you got a talking dog for $20. And he goes, yep. He goes, can I see him? He goes, yep, he's in the bedroom. So he walks in the bedroom. Dog's laying on the bed, remote in hand, watching TV. Walks in the room. The dog goes, hey, how you doing? I can't believe this. You're a talking dog. What are you doing down here in Florida? He goes, well, I started out in New York. I used to teach other dogs how to lead the blind. And then, well, the Gulf War broke out. And so I went over there and I brought medicine to injured soldiers and rescued soldiers. And that was over. I came back to New York, and I was on Broadway for a while. I was in Riverdance. And, of course, you had the tragedy with the Twin Towers, so I helped out there and started sniffing for bombs and things like that. And finally, I decided I'd had enough, and I was going to come down here to Florida to retire. The guy can't believe it. He walks back into the room to the other guys. He goes, what's the deal? Why are you selling that talking dog for $20? The guy goes, 'cause he's a big liar.
That's a good one.
Hey, it's Roy Wood Jr. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Bob and Tom all the time in your ear.
You know you're too high when you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on. You realize it's not your girlfriend. It's just a woman on a bus. That's how you know you're too high.
I actually I have a sexual fantasy associated with the earthquake.
Go.
All right, woke chick up. In my fantasy, I am making love to this woman.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden she feels the earth move beneath her.
Ah, yes.
And then she rolls over on top of me and shields me from debris. Safety first, everybody. Safety first.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
First. Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hi, chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Chick.
At the sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. Waking that track phone hotline hot phone. Willie Griswold on assignment. I'm Chick McGee. And
And here's Tom.
Well, we're going to get to a song right away from Mr. Godwin.
Ooh, is that right?
Yeah. I'm looking forward to that. But first, what the hell's going on?
I like that.
What is going on?
He was reaching for buttons.
Let's hear it for the boy.
My hand occasionally hits the wrong
Occasionally.
because I'm so good at what I do.
So you can play? Can you play along with that?
No, I cannot.
Oh, no, hit it again.
Can you
hitting it again.
Can you bring it back?
I don't know if I can. I don't know what I hit.
Yeah, because I was going to say, could you even
I
hit?
honestly don't know what I hit.
It sounded like, let's hear it for the boy.
It's some lower key.
A quick behind-the-scenes note: if we can get Pat back on the TV in here and not me, it's awful watching myself.
Yeah, I have to do it all day. Watch myself. It's like watching my dad sing.
There he is.
There we go. Okay.
Oh, there's my dad.
Pat is in the next room, and we can see him on the big screen. I can almost see him through the glass, not quite the way the lighting is set up. But there he is on the big screen. Now, before we get to that, I promised a little quiz.
Tom, do you know what you just did?
Yeah.
By saying not quite because of the way the lighting is set up.
Yeah.
Men in here for 8 hours later.
This is just a guess. I'm gonna a shift of 3 different men every 8 hours coming in here to try to get the glare off the.
No, I mean, it can't be done. I understand why they've got it lit for the camera. It looks just fine.
Eddie's running up and down the hall.
That's okay.
Finding coworkers.
And then you follow it up. Hey, it looks just fine.
I just need a monitor of Pat over here so I don't have to look over that way. Now, before we get to that, here's our little quiz.
Wait a minute. Where do you want a monitor? See, why can't you look at that monitor?
He wanted the monitor where I am.
So if we could put it right over Josh's head, so
Why don't you just move over there?
I think I'm going to make that like a captain's chair.
Yes.
No, and then you won't be able to see him over there on this.
No, but
TV
you'll be
screen.
able to see him in the room.
Yeah, you often forget me over here.
Well, that's because I can't see you.
Is that what it is?
There's a glare on that. Let's just move ahead here. See if anybody recognizes this.
Dobie Gillis.
No, I don't want you to cheating here.
It's going to be from the 60s.
I wouldn't necessarily say that, Ace.
Well, let's see.
Okay, here we go.
Ow.
I do not like those horns.
Jeez.
Nothing.
I don't.
They're aggressive.
Nothing?
Does it eventually have words? Or
Jesus. What is there to like about this?
I like that.
Nice little guitar in there.
Is it have something to do with private detective agency or police?
The latter.
The police.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Naked City.
And it was not 60s.
Late 50s?
No, 1970 debuted.
Whoa! Really? Well, that's practically yesterday.
And you're going to find out what it is later in the show.
What network?
Okay.
NBC. Does that help you, Ace?
Doesn't help me.
Let me think.
And as far as I can tell, the show had 2 different themes. How about this one?
Now it sounds like a Western.
Wild Wild West.
No.
That was on CBS.
The Wild Wild West was a really good theme.
Oh, God, yeah.
That was one of the better themes of all time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't think I would know it if I heard it.
The best theme,
I think you would.
Made into a really crappy movie.
The top 2 themes, the Jetsons and Mannix. Remember Mannix? Mannix.
Sure.
Really good, yeah.
Mannix.
This is the Wild Wild West theme here.
And then they freeze the action and it'd be a cartoon.
They would freeze the action at the end of each segment. And then it would turn into a painting. That was really cool.
It was, but it has a frame where he hits the barmaid, though.
And then they paint it? He's just punching a woman in the face?
Ace, maybe none of us would remember that had you not mentioned it.
I mean, of the hundreds of frames, you remember that one?
Of many memories, all the wonderful disguises Ross Martin would wear, and you have to mention that.
Yeah. Made into a crappy movie. I was very disappointed.
Yeah.
Not particularly good. It has its moments.
No, God, no.
Salma Hayek in that pajamas.
How does that song go? Will Smith mailed that in. Remember what? Wild Wild West.
Wicked Wild. Wicked Wild Wild.
Wow.
He wrote that walking out the door.
Okay. Well, anyway, Pat will be...
Come on, give us a hint. What is it?
I think you've already given yourself
NBC cop show 1970?
But I think Christy nailed it when she said something.
How many seasons do you think?
I don't remember.
I'm going to guess one.
No, more than one. Christy, your thoughts on what did you say about that second theme
It
song?
sounded like a Western.
Yeah, there you go.
What? McCloud?
That's it.
What is
McCloud.
it?
That's McCloud?
Riding horse down the street.
Yeah.
It was on for 7 years, and apparently, it would appear that they shifted the theme song at some point, which makes sense.
Why are we talking about this?
But it wasn't on every week, right?
Christy, of all people in the room, you should know.
No, I
Did
don't.
you look at your look at your news stories?
My God.
Is it Horse Day or something?
What a stretch.
How do you tie
Okay.
it?
Not a stretch at all. It's the exact thing of the whole show.
All right.
Coming up, we have...
And we have a McCloud story coming up. You're right.
McCloud
I
connection.
don't think they had a full run of episodes every year because didn't they take turns on the NBC?
Yeah, 'cause it's only 46 episodes.
Yeah.
The great Dennis Weaver.
It rotated with...
It was like Macmillan and Wife.
Yeah.
Boy, remember
McCloud.
Dennis Weaver in Touch of Evil? Just a weirdo. Is it a good show? Do I need to watch some old McCloud?
Oh, Ace, you were on that, weren't you?
Huh.
I just remember them riding down the horse in the streets of New York.
Yeah. Well, in any event, we'll be. You'll see what the connection is. In the meantime, we're talking to Mr. Godwin about his affinity for ladies named Kim. Married to two, and you were with one for years and years, and you have the Kim tattoo. But we found out in the news today that Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson, comedian,
yes,
they have officially unhooked.
Yep.
And it turns out that Pete has
Should we do the story?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. He had Kim's initials or whatever.
Yeah, they broke up this week amicably due to distance and schedules. Pete reportedly has multiple tattoos in honor of Kim Kardashian. He has tattoos that read, "My girl is a lawyer." Another says Aladdin and Jasmine in reference to their first kiss on Saturday Night Live. They did a sketch. I don't know if you saw them as Aladdin and Jasmine. He also has her initials inked along with those of her 4 children with Kanye. That would be North, Saint, Psalm, and Chicago. Well, those are pretty... You could get around that later in life, I guess.
What?
He can make it a
South,
saying.
Yeah. When they're just initials.
I went north.
NSPC.
Yeah.
So
no
anyway.
such place as Cairo. I just did it. There you go, Pete. You're all set.
Stand blasted off. Those are the ones we even know about, so who knows? So Pete's on the loose, so hide your sluts. He's looking there.
Wow.
Now, Pat, so you have a story about a tattoo that you have from your Kim.
Loosely based on the truth. I married Kim, felt like the right thing to do. Down in Jamaica, she got my name tattooed. We were drunk, I got her name tattooed down. Kim on my ass cheek. We got divorced, she got the house, I got shingles. I'm at my apartment pool now, starting to mingle. I should get this tat removed, 'cause I'm newly single. But it's costly and very painful. Come on, boys. Kim's on my ass forever. They're on my butt tattoo. My ex-wife's on my ass right now, saying the alimony's past due. Into the grave, wide open. Bury me with my Kim tattoo. And she'll be there at the gravesite, saying your child support is due. It's due.
Yes. A love song about tattoos and Kims. On a happy note,
yes.
A big congratulations to Josh, Reno Collier, and Jeff Oskey.
What'd we do?
Knocking it out of the park this weekend with some live shows. This is a nice note from Boris.
Oh, no kidding.
Thank you, Boris.
Thanks, Boris.
Boris.
And that reminds me.
He sounds like a spy.
That reminds me, if you go to thatjosharnold.com, you can find out about a couple of shows coming up this weekend. Friday, Fourth Floor Blues, Richmond, Indiana. Saturday, the American Legion in Martinsville with that Josh Arnold.
Yeah, and Reno and Oskay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, once again. Oh, great.
Yep.
Okay.
It's a good crew.
That'll be another
Murderers Row, they call us.
Okay. Well, in the meantime, we have to dip our toes into the world of sports. Anything interesting over there?
Joo Hyung Kim is the second youngest PGA Tour winner since World War II, Tom. He's 20, just turned 20 years old.
Aw.
Where were you when you were just turning 20 years old? On the streets of Manhattan, navigating your way to a classroom there at Columbia?
Sometimes. 20, big year for me. I was lots of different places.
Telling,
really?
People to not hassle you?
Oh, yeah.
I bet you were in Europe.
I was in London, England, San Francisco, California.
Is that the year you went to pick up the kitten in Milan or whatever it was?
20?
Yep.
That's
really?
Yep.
Wow, jet set.
But I was not winning a PGA golf tournament.
Anyway, this gentleman's name is Joo Hyung Kim, but he prefers to go by Tom, T-O-M. And he's made a name for himself at the Wyndham Championship. He shot Christy, hold on to yourself.
Okay.
61.
Oh, my gosh.
And captured his first PGA Tour title by 5 shots.
61 over par?
Makes him an instant.
Not very good.
Good question. PGA Tour member. Now he's eligible for the FedEx Cup to
no,
advance.
that's what I shoot.
Justin Lower. Justin Lower missed his card by 3-putting for a bogey, Tom. You go ahead. You putt it for her, you putt for me.
The strawberries. You putt for the strawberries.
Hey,
strawberries. Just like that.
Do either of you guys?
Holy hell, it's Van Johnson. Oh.
Maybe Ace. Maybe Ace will remember this one. We were talking about the TV show McCloud. And do you start Dennis Weaver? Do you remember
that stink?
There were a series of jokes. One of them was about Hugh Downs, the I believe NBC Today Show host,
and eventually 2020.
Yeah.
That
is that how they shoehorned that into the joke?
That he somehow was having intimate relations with Dennis Weaver, and someone walked in the room and said, "Hey, Hugh, get off of McCloud."
Oh yeah, I remember that.
That was Hugh Hefner.
Oh, maybe it was Hugh Hefner.
Yeah.
I just remember the Hugh Downs version, even keeping it in the NBC family. Kind of a reference to the Rolling Stones.
Yes.
Yeah, hell of an effort.
Okay, back to you.
Racing news, Kevin Harvick won at one of his favorite tracks. Harvick ended a 65-race winless drought that lasted nearly 2 years.
Wow.
His 6th win at Michigan International Speedway yesterday. The number 4 Ford pulled away from Bubba Wallace and the rest of the field following a restart with 35 laps to go. Stewart Haas Racing took advantage of clean air, helped him coast to his 59th victory. And Scott Dixon passed Mario Andretti, would have sure been proud for second on IndyCar's all-time win list. A victory yesterday.
No kidding.
In the messy Music City Grand Prix.
I saw they were doing. I was looking at all kinds of stuff about that at the Ryman, on the Ryman website. And they were having.
No, they weren't racing in the Ryman.
They were. They built a track in there.
Did they really?
They got rid of all the pews.
Yeah.
Son of a gun.
Whoa.
That would get messy then. He's lucky to make that out of there. And fireworks at a Rocket City Trash Panda game, that's minor league baseball, were accidentally shot into the stands.
Oh.
If a firework goes into the stands,
that's
it's
right.
yours to keep.
Holy hell, we're under attack.
Man, oh man.
Only one person was injured, though, so that's pretty good.
Okay,
The
yeah.
incident occurred during the post-game fireworks show in Madison, Alabama. The Trash Pandas, a AA affiliate of the Los Angeles Angels, said one firework unexpectedly ignited, causing it to veer off course. The team said no fans were harmed, though one victim, a Trash Pandas employee, was transported to Madison Hospital emergency room with non-life-threatening injuries.
You know, you don't want to hire a company to do your fireworks when part of their rider is a case of Miller Lite. Or get some drunk dad in the crowd to shoot him. Have you seen the video of this thing?
Pretty cheap, Conehead.
This thing is coming right at this guy.
Oh. Before, my daughter famously said, Dad, I don't want to go to the fireworks. Aren't they on TV?
Yeah.
And I was so proud of her. I really don't. I've never understood watching fireworks.
Oh, I love fireworks.
I'm a 2-year. I love them.
Yeah.
See, they violated the key rule to shooting a fireworks.
What is that?
Aim up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes
you can aim up and they don't go up, especially those rocket-shaped ones. Those always. My dad had outlawed those after a couple years.
You guys weren't putting them in bottles and shooting them at each other?
Bottle rockets we were, but I'm talking about the actual, they look like rockets.
Yeah.
Oh.
And you would light those, and inevitably it would go up for about an inch and then shoot to the side.
Like 25 years ago, when the world was young, we set off some fireworks in the backyard, and there was this. It was square and it looked like a birthday cake, but it was all these fireworks, and you lit it and stood back, and when it went off, it turned night into day. It was stupid. I don't know how they sell these.
What are your thoughts on fireworks when it's not the 4th of July? Anytime's okay?
Yes.
I mean, this is fun, a celebratory thing at a baseball game. Have some fun. It's just you want to get the pros to shoot them off. And
I mean, I may have been pro-am.
Pyro shows of Alabama, which provided the fireworks display, said an investigation revealed that, quote,
I've seen an Alabama show. I don't remember any pyro.
A particular product had been incorrectly inserted and secured into its holder. It said the device will be eliminated from the show until it has been fully updated to ensure the safety of its customers.
I see.
Yeah, foul balls typically don't cause severe burns.
However, I'm reminded, I just remembered that guy who shoots fireworks out of his butt. Now that is something I'd go watch. You seen this guy? He puts his legs up in the air.
I'd watch it too.
Lights and whoosh.
I forget which.
You burn your tank.
Which comedian from our show? It was one of the really good ones. Lost one of those early in his career competitions. It might have been Tim Allen. One of those guys was in here seriously. They were,
and the bet was to put a firework.
No, they were in one of those comedy competitions like the San Francisco Laugh
Star
Off.
Search or something.
And they ended up losing to it might have been Star Search. They ended up losing to a guy that shot fireworks out his ass.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
There you go.
I'd say you come in second.
But those guys. But then you look at Tim's gone on to have a very good career as a brilliant actor. I don't know where firecracker in the ass guy is. By the way, we're talking about that expression that we got this morning from Denny that his grandma would say, "Well, don't that make your ass chew bubble gum?"
Boy,
I have never heard that. I think it really is funny. Have you heard that before?
I've not.
No.
Okay. Do you know what kind of gum you would chew if you were doing it?
I like Hubba Bubba, the soft bubble gum.
Sure.
The Juicy Toot. Thank you, Ace.
And we're off.
Right now, it is hot out there, which means you've got to have just the right kind of food. That's where HelloFresh comes in. It's, of course, famous at HelloFresh for farm-fresh ingredients. And I want to talk a little bit about the great food of summer. Over 55 items to choose from every week. What does HelloFresh do? They do the grocery shopping. They send you the box. Once again, fresh ingredients. And remember this, you've got, like I said, 55 items to choose from every week. What kind of food is it? Whatever you want. Family-friendly, super fit, wholesome, low-cal, low-carb. What is it you're into? They've got it, and you customize your meals. You can swap proteins or whatever you want to do, change the sides around. They're making it easier than ever. Some of these are real low, what do you call it? Low prep kind of quick preparation thing.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
HelloFresh.com/BT Show 16. Check it out. Why the code BT Show 16? That's for 16 free meals across 7 boxes plus 3 free gifts. HelloFresh.com/BT Show 16. Once again, they do the measuring, they do the shopping. You put it together for restaurant quality food. Even your kids will clean their plates. Get the details at HelloFresh.com/BT Show 16. Those 16 free meals and 3 free gifts. HelloFresh.com/BT Show 16. Thank you very much. Coming up, we have an interesting restaurant in the news.
And snakes.
Oh, snakes. Okay. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Text us at 888-262-8661. More Bob and Tom next. State law.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Got this new venture. It's called Say It to My Face.
Oh.
Swear to God.
Cool.
Hey, Josh, let's say someone talks smack about you on Facebook or Twitter.
Sure.
And the first thing you do is you'd call me, then I go to their house. And when they answer the door, I'll just yell, say it to my face. And then I'll jack them with a blood dart right to the larynx. And Christy, you and your ladies don't got to worry either, because I got you covered too. See, my friend Tasha and I are launching an all-female company called Oh, No, You Didn't. Swear to God. Well, it's hard to spell it on the radio, but in print, it's badass. It's all hymenated.
Hymenated?
Yep. So the next time some chick, calls another chick an obese whale when you post your porta potty selfie on Instagrams, just give me and Tasha a call. She'll go to that chick's house and slap the spit out of her while screaming, Oh, no, you didn't.
Bob and Tom 24/7. Not on air, online, all the time.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, speaking of Bob and Tom 24/7, thanks a lot for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Glad to have you along. Catch any part of the show you missed later today right there on our YouTube channel. You can also stream the show live each morning as well. Just head on over to YouTube and search The Bob and Tom Show. Greg Warren and Reno Collier on a Monday. It's going to be a Warren report on the way. We've covered coffee. We've covered, popcorn with Orville Redenbacher. We've covered the first Flyers there with the Wright brothers. We've covered a lot. Who knows what we'll cover today? That's half the fun. It's comedian Greg Warren in the 8 o'clock hour with the Warren Report on a Monday right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning. I'm Mark Allison with a look at things you may have missed. It's a double surprise at the Cincinnati Zoo. A full-term hippopotamus born there last week. The surprise wasn't the hippo was born. It was the size in comparison to its sibling Fiona, which was born prematurely back in 2017. She weighed only 29 pounds when she arrived 6 weeks early. The new calf, much larger. The other surprise involves the calf's mother, Bibi. The zoo discovered she was pregnant around April Fool's Day. The joke was on zoo officials because Bibi at the time was on birth control. And for years, protecting sea turtles has been part of the practice for beach crews in many coastal areas of the U.S., but beach crews in Mississippi haven't had much practice in that skill because there'd been no sign of nesting turtles over the past 4 years. Now that's changed. A crew on Harrison County Sand Beach found turtle tracks recently. They then shielded the area, called in marine life officials who found and marked off the nesting site. It's believed the eggs belong to a protected loggerhead sea turtle or an even rarer Kemp's Ridley sea turtle, the most critically endangered sea turtle species. The exact type won't be known until the eggs hatch out in a month or two. And that's a look at things you may have missed on a Monday. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey man, it's Donnie Baker, and the fact remains there's nothing better than being a VIP. And I don't mean like those dudes on Pervert Rabbit Xanadu's. I'm talking about a Bob and Tom VIP. Best thing, you'll never miss another minute of the show. I swear to God, you can hear the show here in the morning, and then cause you're a Bob and Tom VIP, you'll get the podcast of the entire show, a 12-month library of podcasts, hundreds of Bob and Tom comedy tapes, and a 60-day video archive of the show. Bob and Tom VIP. You have to get it. It's state law.
Thanks for listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
It's the most outrageous video ever because it features real girls. And not just any real girls, but real girls on video going, woo! Oh, yeah. Just the way you love them. Real girls on video going, woo! All kinds of real girls on video going, woo! All across America. Real girls on video going, features real girls. And each copy of Real Girls on Video Going features a group of loser drunk guys going, yeah! That's right. You get Real Girls on Video Going and loser drunk guys going, yeah! And hey, act now and you'll receive at half price Real Girls on Video Going. That's Real Girls on Video Going. And the bonus tape, Real Girls on Video Going, and the drunk loser guys going. But wait, order now, and Frigaball Video will throw in Real Girls on Video Going, and That's Real Girls on Video going. Real Girls on Video going. And Real Girls on Video going. And all complete with loser drunk guys going. Harder now.
Bob and Tom.
5,
4, 3, 2, 1. They put the F in professional.
Hey, man, it's Donnie Baker.
Hey, Donnie.
Hey, I heard you guys talking about that man with 13 inches of pork.
Yeah, 13 and a half.
Crazy. You guys know Jamie Vickers? You know, drummer for Velvet Donger?
No.
He was uncut, too, and he could hide just about anything.
Really? Did that affect the taste, Donnie?
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're listening to...
The Fair will be back coming up on Wednesday.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
What is that, a cactus you got on your chest there?
They're kangaroos.
Oh, they sure are.
Well, isn't that great? There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold.
There are kangaroos in your dress,
It
Christy.
is sort of something a crazy lady would wear.
Yeah.
And then you have, I have 1,423 crystal kangaroos. They're in my entryway, the breezeway.
It's super cute.
You're in Australia.
I bought it specifically for an event.
I was in
and
Brisbane.
I thought I might as well wear it. Why not?
My husband's name's Sydney.
So, isn't it?
So the event,
keeps me hopping.
the event was the event held at the School for the Blind, or was it?
Very nice.
Doesn't that dress make you jumpy?
Yeah. Just wait, I have one that has Figaros all over it,
Figaro.
too. My car?
A dress with
Yes.
Oh, little tiny cars?
Yes.
No, really?
Okay, cool.
Somebody got it for me for my birthday.
There's Ace
It's
Cosby
hysterical.
manning the track phone hotline hot phone. I have an email, Tom.
I'd love for you, Christy, to turn into the batty old lady that, we got 20 or 30 years yet, but hey, look at my new car dress.
There's a website where you can go and have anything put on a dress. It's unbelievable.
Could you have me put on a dress?
I could have you put on a dress. Absolutely.
And who wants to take this? Anybody want to take this? Josh, you want to do it
Face
yourself?
first?
Face first.
Normally, I put on a dress every other Saturday.
I thought I put on a dress one morning because to see if I could shoplift a 24 case of beer. Remember that?
That's right.
Cube of beer.
Because we had a case, and we had a story in which a woman had somehow between her legs had put a case of beer.
And then walked out. And you couldn't tell that she had a case of beer between her legs.
And you tried this?
Yeah, I did.
It had to have been difficult.
Oh, it's
because you got to grip it.
Yeah.
You got to grip it?
Yeah, unless you do some kind of rig underneath your dress where you have suspenders and
Pretty strong inner thigh work there, my friend.
She got them tight grips.
But then we saw some video of the woman who did. There was probably a little bit of insertion as well.
Very fleshy, though.
Mickey's big mouth.
You made chick do a spit take.
Yeah, there's a lot of fleshy, grippy things happening down there.
Fleshy.
Okay.
Anyway, email. Sorry.
Good morning, gang.
Hey.
Happy Monday. I feel the need to point out that the opening animation for Wild Wild West changed to the cowboy slugging the woman when they changed the color from color from black and white. Yes, Ace, we know you know it. There was a marathon on a few weekends ago on TV, and I noticed the change. In the black and white version, the cowboy simply kisses her and walks away.
Quite a difference.
And then evidently it's changed to him.
If you ever saw the show The Wild Wild West, they would, at the end of a specific segment of the show, they would freeze frame it and turn it into a painting. Which was, I thought that was really a nice touch. Has anybody done that since?
I don't know, but I thought it was cool, too.
It was a great effect.
One of my
One of the
favorite
Rocky,
shows.
didn't Rocky 2 or 3 end that way? It kind of turns into a painting when he and Creed are, because we don't know who won the fight at the end, and it kind of does turn into a painting.
Never seen Rocky.
None of them.
No,
I have them all on DVD, but I've never watched them.
It's far too good of a show. He's got to watch Alf again for the ninth time.
Oscar you have all of them, but you've never watched any of them.
1 through 5? Is there 5?
Well, there's
if you count the newer ones,
Rocky Balboa is part 6, and then the 2 Creeds.
And then right now, Sylvester Stallone's very upset that they're making a couple of spin-offs without his permission.
Oh.
Because he doesn't own the rights to it.
I don't know.
The family of the other producer owns it.
Yeah, Erwin Winkler.
Sylvester Stallone is not happy.
Is that right?
Well, he can go home and count all of his money anyway, doesn't he?
No, but I mean, he created the characters. He'd like a little bit of say, and he's not happy about it. In any event, we have Pat Godwin in the next room over there. You still there? There you are.
I'm still here.
You were. We should point out that you have a new girlfriend. And
hang on.
We're not talking about
time out. Are we going to do this song again? Because this makes me nervous.
Makes me nervous, too.
Because he says she knows about it, and I don't believe that.
Well,
I feel like she's going to come in here and kill me to get to him.
It's about your new girlfriend. I think it's kind of
She's fine with it.
And he uses her name, her first and last name.
I changed the last name.
All right. Are you really? I thought it was the last name.
No.
Would have been funnier if you hadn't said that. But go ahead. Let's play the song.
Okay, it's quite a setup. Here we go. Thank you. I got a gal named Paula. Paula O'Brien is her name. She's very intoxicating. I'm like a moth to a flame. I've been sober 15 years. I walk a very straight line. But if Paula O'Brien's boobs were booze, I'd be loaded all of the time. Yeah, loaded all of the time. Oh, I've never been a boob guy, and I don't mean to objectify. It's important I stay sober. Heaven knows I try. I go to my AA meetings, spent a night in jail, paid my fines. But if Paula O'Brien's boobs were booze, I'd be loaded all of the time. Well, I'd fall off the wagon with a major slip. If Paula's boobs were booze and I had one little nip. I'd boat them every day. Get a PWR. If Paula O'Brien's boobs were booze, I'd be loaded all of the time.
Thank you very much.
Nice of you to use her maiden name
instead
of her.
And she's okay with the song?
Yeah, she heard it. She's fine with it.
Okay, very good.
Friends at work heard it. We're all good.
Good.
Her friends at work heard it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she has a job.
Hey, Paula, we like that song about your...
I never noticed. That's right. You got really big tits.
I have a question.
Yes.
With reference to the word you almost said, what's a tat?
Oh, so...
I don't know, but you get a tip.
Get one for that.
Yeah.
Does anyone know?
I don't know.
I mean,
no.
It's a very...
I think it's just an old saying, isn't it?
Okay. But
There's got to be a reason for it.
I don't know what the history of that is. I don't know if it comes from tat-a-tat.
I bet it's...
Tat, meaning make a decorative mat or edging by tying knots in a thread and using a small shuttle to form lace.
Okay. In other words, meaningless.
Well, I'll take the tip.
Yeah, that's the case. Yeah.
I know there's a
You take the tats, I'll take the... Okay, that was a nice song. Thank you very much, Pat Godwin. Coming up, of course, the Ace Cosby joke of the day. We're looking forward to that. Also, we have a reason to be playing this theme song. That's right, it's McCloud.
I thought we already did it. I thought we were done with the McCloud.
Well, there's a story that goes...
Did he live in the Astrodome or something? Or?
Yeah, third base.
Oh, that was Brewster McCloud. Sorry.
Okay. Also, we've got an update on the Python hunt.
And you know how Al Jackson calls you every week and gives you slang?
Right.
So I went out of the house. I made the rare mistake of going out of the house and interacting with people over the weekend. And a lot of them kept saying this phrase, get involved. I don't know why. I want to know why, where this came from.
What age group?
About my age.
What is it, 1972
Get
again?
involved.
Yeah, like you're at a buffet and you want to get, and you walk up and I go, hey, this looks pretty good. And the guy goes, yeah, there's the meatballs. Get involved.
Like get into it.
Yeah. So it's not like be part of the positive aspects of society.
No, it's not like going to go protest for human rights or whatever. It's get involved with these Swedish meatballs.
No, it's about something important. Swedish meatballs.
Have you tried this ranch? Have you tried ranch dressing?
Poverty schmoverty.
No? Well, get involved. And I've noticed it on my British TV shows. They say it a lot.
Do they?
Get involved.
Weird.
Just be watching the wrong shows. When we come back, we'll get involved with astronomy.
Let's get involved.
We have snakes. We have counterfeit money in an unusual place. And the United States Army is working hard on some things just for the ladies. We'll find out what that is when we come back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Even though we're not too much to look at, you can also watch the show on our YouTube channel. Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, I'm Morty Gleckman for Casket Carnival.
It's a Casket Carnival. You won't lose your shirt. It's a Casket Carnival. When we shovel on the dirt, we'll make sure you really save before we stick you in your grave. We won't steal from you. Casket Carnival.
We've got lots of games and prizes, and since many of our coffins are scratch and dent or gently used models, we pass the savings on to you at Casket Carnival. And don't forget to say hello to our lovable mascot, Embalmo the Clown.
Hey, yeah, there. Thanks for coming to the Casket Carnival. You're really gonna dig our prices there. Don't forget to ask about our layaway plan, huh? Hey, geez, what's wrong with these people? I'm dying up here, huh? At the cremation station, we want to earn your business. You know, sometimes I wish I were dead.
Hey, guy, it's Kid Tarmac. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Take that to the bank. 24/7. I know.
Hey, coming up tonight, it is Bob and Tom Tonight. It's a show that we call a video webcast of highlights of today's show tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific on Bob and Tom's YouTube channel. Our Facebook page, just check out bobandtom.com for more details. Greg Warren, Reno Collier on a Monday, and you. It's August 8th. That's right, 2022. Rolling through this month of August with you right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom News Update. President Joe Biden and First Lady Jill Biden are planning to visit Kentucky today to meet with families who have suffered from historic flooding. At least 37 people have died after last month's deluge, and flooding remains a threat with more thunderstorms in the forecast this week. Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear and his wife Brittany will join Biden, who has increased federal assistance to the state to help in its recovery. As inflation heats up here in the United States, demand for grocery delivery is starting to cool. You'll recall during the pandemic, many of us turned to services like Instacart to get food instead of going into the store and running the risk of getting coronavirus. As contagion fears eased, shoppers held on to delivery services because of the convenience. But with food prices spiraling, many see delivery service as a luxury and not a necessity. A double surprise at the Cincinnati Zoo. A full-term hippopotamus was born there last week. The surprise wasn't that the hippo was born. It was its size in comparison to its sibling Fiona, which was born prematurely in 2017. She arrived 6 weeks early and weighed only 29 pounds. This new calf is very much larger. The other surprise involves the mom, Bibi. The zoo discovered she was pregnant around April Fool's Day. The joke was on the zoo because Bibi was on birth control. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Hi, man. This is Donnie Baker. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
And now, from the Amish Brewing Company, Buttermilk Ice Light.
Ringer. Nice toast, Graber. Thank you, my friends. Women of the Old Testament.
Okay. Ruth or Mary Magdalene?
Ruth. Okay, how about this? Ruth or Eve?
Buttermilk Ice Light from the Amish Brewing Company. The hand-churned buttermilk is frozen, the curds removed, put in the back of a buggy and driven around town until thawed, then returned to the farm and slowly filtered through a hand-sewn patchwork quilt, then refrozen to create the unique taste of Buttermilk Ice Light.
Okay. Plain black floor-length dress or red lacy see-through teddy?
Plain black floor-length dress. When you say buttermilk, you've said it all.
99 glasses of buttermilk on the wall.
Hold it. Fritz. Fritz, move over. Let me drive the buggy. It's okay, Graber. I took his reins away when he wasn't looking. You're a good friend, Yoder.
The Amish Brewing Company would like to remind you, if thou hast had too much to drink, thou shalt not drive. Amish Brewing Company, Napanee, Indiana.
Hello, this is comedian John Evans, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
We don't know anything about you, Christian. Are you a married guy, single guy?
I am married. I got married this past August. I am one of those lucky men. I'm one of those at first sight situations. I met my wife. I looked at her and I said, "Oh my God, this is the woman I want to spend the next 4 to 7 years with."
Wow. Wow, that's huge.
That is
Your expectations
That
are
is
good.
that is an exciting time, isn't it, Christian?
Isn't it sweet?
Yes,
Isn't
it is.
That is lovely. How's it going?
You know, it's not bad. She travels with me a lot, not as often as I like. I love traveling with my wife because every time we go away together, we play this really fun game. It's called, How Is This My Fault?
Where are you from, man?
Patterson, from Patterson, New Jersey.
Oh, sure. That's famous.
Yeah, small.
Sure.
Thugged out town. It's tiny. So small, we used to get robbed by people we knew.
Small.
People like, stick them up. I'm like, Andre? I'm going to tell your mother, man. By the way, how is Aunt Carol? How's she doing? I'll come home for dinner.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
If you want to turn your daddy parts orange, eat some Cheetos and watch some porn.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Handsome Josh.
Sent you.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hello.
There's Ace Cosby.
Get it on.
Manning the track phone hotline hot phone.
You're supposed to get it on.
No, you're
Everybody's
supposed to
saying
No, you're supposed to get involved.
Get involved, not get it on.
Get involved.
Now, will Ace admit that he messed it up, or will he
I
say,
did it on purpose. I'm a comedian.
the answer is he won't.
Once again, Chick's contention is that people are saying get involved all the
Get
time.
involved.
I have not heard anyone say that since 1974.
So, like you're at a party and you're, having something really, they're a crudité or a coup d'etat or whatever the hell that is.
Have you tried the coup d'etat?
Meats and cheeses, and you're going. Somebody walks up and says, "Hey, what's here on the for hors d'oeuvres?" And I go, "Oh, try the ramaki. Yeah, get involved." That's how it's used.
Get involved. I don't know if I care for it.
And I also have noticed it on a lot of my British TV shows. They're saying it over there too. I think it's taking over.
Get involved.
Get involved.
I prefer let's get it on, don't you?
Sounds better. Funnier.
Well, I think let's get it on and get involved are a little different.
Yeah. Would you like more omelet? Hey, let's get it on.
Here's the kind of story that Tom would like in relations to the National Football League.
All right.
He doesn't like normal stories. He, of course, training camp is open. So here we go. Former New England Patriots offensive lineman Rich Ormberger overslept during his rookie season back in 2009. He was telling this story on NFL Network a couple days ago. And consequently, he was late for a meeting. Okay? You clear? Mm-hmm. He overslept, late for a meeting. But that's not what he could tell the Patriots. You're not going to walk in and say, "Hey, Coach Belichick, 90-time Super Bowl winner, I overslept. I'm late to the meeting." You can't do that. So, out of fear he'd be cut by Belichick, he purposely got into a car accident in order to have a better excuse. Of course he did. He says, you don't want to be the guy that's wandering into a squad meeting and have Bill Belichick and the rest of the team look at you. I see a church van in front of me rushing to practice. It's all dinged up. It's got black smoke coming out of the exhaust pipe. I'm just like, I'm going to hit this car. I'm going to rear end this car. I'm going to hit it because it's better to pay the insurance or like peel off this guy a couple hundred than embarrass myself being late for a Patriots team meeting.
Whoa.
All right.
He said the driver of the van was like minutes from being 100. And as they're standing there exchanging information, it starts to rain on both of them. And the worst thing is he didn't want the old timer to get sick in case, he's out in the...
So was the guy in the car when you were smashed into it?
Yes, he's going to rear end the van as they're driving to practice. He contends he didn't hit the van very hard, but it was a slight wreck, and there was some visual evidence. So he talked to the guy, and happy ending. He was not cut, but only played in 5 games with the Patriots over a 2-year span. But he was with the team for 2 years.
How's the old guy doing?
Well, this happened in 2009. And he was...
Is the statute of limitations run out?
Well, something's run out.
Also, his
just fine.
life and breath has run out, probably, I'm guessing. I don't know.
I see.
And one of mine and Josh's dreams, here's a story about that. More than 800 competitors scouring the Florida Everglades to hunt invasive Burmese pythons. Officials said cash prizes up to $2,500 are available in both professional and novice categories. We got to get in the novice.
I would think so.
We dominate the novice.
You don't want to go up against the pros in your first competition.
Not a lot of returning novices from last year.
That's right. If you can't handle it.
Could a python bite your finger off? I bet he could, right?
No.
No?
Not off, no.
Not off?
You have to really let it sit there and twist and twist. No.
Maybe if it's wrapped around you, squeezing the life out of you, it could.
And somebody sent me a video of a python climbing a tree. Have you seen that?
Snakes? Yeah, they often climb trees.
No, it's like this crazy slinky going up the tree. It's.
I think these prizes are a little light.
You do?
Yeah, you get
$2,500.
Cash prizes up to $2,500 for in the professional and novice category.
Costs a fortune to get out there and do all that.
I would think.
Most pythons are removed during the contest. Additional prizes for the longest python.
You know, there's always going to be some guy in each group that gets in, well, the longest python's in my trousers.
Where do all these
then
pythons
he's the guy
go?
that gets eaten at the end of the movie, by the way. And the funny guy.
Where do all these pythons go? They become purses?
They're murdered.
They aren't released into the wild?
They are.
They're getting them out of the wild.
They're humanely.
I think they should be released into the wild.
That's funny.
Getting them.
Drive them up to New York City.
They call them gator spaghetti.
Call them gator spaghetti?
Oh, yeah, of course. That's funny.
Yeah, where are the alligators?
Yeah.
Why aren't the alligators?
No, that's the problem that I would have with this whole thing is I'd be so focused on looking for pythons I'd forget the 4 gators standing there.
It's probably true.
Shouldn't they do this more than once a year? I mean, aren't the snakes winning right now?
Well,
but this is just for the amateurs. Everybody, they're doing it full time.
The snake hunt will run through August 15th.
If you say python hunt, it's easier not to make a mistake.
Is python not a snake?
No, but I mean, when you say snake hunt.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying snake hunt.
Okay,
Oh, boy.
He's barely not seeing the problem. Lately in the news, I guess the best way to find a snake is to sit in a toilet, by the way.
Oh, really?
A
lot of that going on?
We keep getting those weird stories. If I were in Australia, I'd be hovering. Just
I'd be nervous.
Boy, that'd be terrible.
Ever since I got that mouse tattoo on my sack. Like a target, right?
Isn't that something you're afraid of, Tom? Didn't you have that scenario in your mind? You'd be on the toilet and a snake would come up and bite you on the butt?
Well, it happened. We've had a couple stories.
It didn't happen to you.
No. I did have a squirrel in my toilet.
That's true.
You sat down? It's not a euphemism?
No. I saw it. It was awful.
Yeah, it sounds awful.
It was a dead squirrel.
Well, better than a live one.
I suppose.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it apparently came down some pipe in the ceiling.
Looking for the wrong nuts.
Yeah, but and that getting rid of it was. He had gloves and tongs. And
flush it?
Yeah. No, you can't flush a squirrel.
You can.
You can. I don't know how far it's going to get.
That's the way he came up. Send him back the same way.
Okay.
Why not?
He was dead. Poor guy.
Right. Yeah.
What a way to go. I'm sorry. Back to you, Chick McGee.
Here we go. Stupid world record. I'm doing this under protest because I find this gross and repulsive.
Okay.
All right.
A Minnesota woman has broken not one, but 2 Guinness World Records with her fingernails. Diana Armstrong earned the title for the longest fingernails on a pair of hands, female, as well as the longest pair ever with nails measuring a combined length of, once again, Christy, hold on to yourself,
All right.
42 feet, 10.4 inches.
What?
Well, 42 feet. That's if they're unfurled or if they're...
They got to be
I'm
curled
sure they're
up.
curled
Yeah.
up.
Ugh.
The previous
so
record.
disgusting.
Go ahead, say it.
All I'm saying is I hope first prize is a bidet because there's no way.
Man, you'd have to have a bidet.
How can you do anything?
Or a wiper.
How can you function at all? You couldn't drive an automobile.
I'm telling you, she has a stick. She cut off the end of a broomstick and cut off a finger of a rubber glove and put it on the tip. And then you wad up your toilet paper and then you give it a good going over as you try.
So, okay, they show her. Imagine she's holding her arms just about eye level.
Akimbo?
Eye level. She's holding, and her nails go all the way down to the ground.
This is a mental illness, right?
Are they not curled up?
Oh, they're all twisty and disgusting, but they are straight. So but they're kind of like curling down.
So do they add when she's the record's 42 feet 10.4 inches? Do they add
all 10?
All 10. So each one
fingers,
is like 7 feet long.
No, each one's about looks
5
like
feet
each
long?
one's about 5 feet long.
Okay,
and they're painted apparently by Sherwin-Williams.
Repaired in any way?
There's a photograph of her having someone paint them.
That's a lot of polish.
I wouldn't get near her.
No.
You know what? Thank you, ma'am, for essentially wearing a sign.
Yeah.
It says, don't even come near me and talk to me.
She could pick your nose from 6 feet away.
Oh, my Lord.
Wow.
Jeez.
Again, she has to have someone help her with pretty much normal activities. Don't you?
Yeah.
Ugh.
How does she text?
She can't talk. She'd have to talk to text.
She must have to use her knuckle, right?
Probably.
For many things.
Yeah. Well, again, it looks like she also has the award here for the dirtiest backside, the gluteal cleft.
Oh, he likes that. He likes that. Talk about that. Yeah.
Not a lot of HJs in her future.
Well, she can offer as much as she wants.
But what do we?
Hi, I'm Dick Shred.
What do we know, though? There's some guy out there or lady.
I'm Peter Confetti.
Thing.
This is my fetish. Long nails are my fetish. Well, you like long nails, scratching
Not
your back.
like that, though.
Not.
No, this is mental illness. This is insane. Let's move forward here. We've got coming up a reason to be playing once again this theme song.
I can only imagine
McCloud.
how tenuous the reason is.
No, it is just absolutely dead on.
Okay.
When you hear this news story, you're going to go, McCloud.
Is that right?
That's what you're going to say. Right now, I want to talk about real quick about you and your head. You got to keep yourself. You got to keep yourself in gear and feeling good, and you got to take care of yourself the same way you'd take care of your car, or your truck. It's how your brain works. We got to treat them with extra care. That's where BetterHelp online therapy comes in. There are plenty of ways to support a healthy brain, like learning a new language or maybe taking a power nap. BetterHelp is online therapy. It's offered with video or phone or even live chat-only therapy sessions. You don't have to be on camera, by the way, if you don't want to be. It's much more affordable than in-person therapy. Get the details by going to BetterHelp.com/BT show. You can be matched up with a therapist in under 48 hours. They've got a special offer for Bob and Tom show listeners where you can get 10% off your first month at BetterHelp.com/BT show. That's 10% off your first month of online therapy at BetterHelp, H-E-L-P, BetterHelp.com/BT show. Take care of yourself so you can help take care of everybody else out there. We're all kind of living in a confused world of post-COVID PTSD. Get some help. It's cool. It's good. It's good for everybody. BetterHelp.com/BT show. Coming up, something unusual in the United States Army when it comes to the uniform. There's a uniform committee out there looking for something you'll be quite surprised to find. I'm surprised they didn't do it already, though. Also, we have, besides the McCloud theme song in the news, do you remember the theme to the show, The Golden Girls?
Absolutely.
Yes, I do, yeah.
Well, coming up, we've got a Golden Girls story. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Bob and Tom Band and Orchestra. These guys are all wound up and ready to rock, I think. So, Steve?
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Well, it looks like we got dumped.
Uh-oh. Is there anything you'd like to say to them?
Well, our girls have left us, so I'd like to say just one thing.
Oh, yeah.
Baby, blow me.
Oh, a kiss as you're leaving.
Blow me.
Oh, a kiss right now.
'Cause if you're gonna leave me, honey, I will surely miss the way you blow me.
Oh, blow me a kiss. Come on and blow, 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 blow me.
A kiss like you mean it.
Blow me.
A kiss right now.
I really can't remember anything as hard as this. So blow me.
Blow me a kiss. Wow.
Some things in life are hard to swallow.
She couldn't take it all, Dean.
She couldn't handle everything.
Who could? But if she comes back tomorrow, I'll be shooting my wad on flowers and a ring, honey. Blow me.
A kiss as you're leaving, baby.
Blow me.
Oh, a kiss as you go.
And always think about me as you're going down
your list.
And blow me.
Blow me a kiss. I'll miss her arms and her elbows.
I'll miss her arms and her elbows.
I'll miss her legs so tall.
I'll miss her legs so tall.
I'll miss her neck and her shoulders.
Yes, sir. But I'll miss her head most of all. Rock out, fellas.
Swinging them, Pally.
Baby, blow me.
A kiss as you're leaving, baby.
Blow me.
Oh, a kiss as you go. And if you wanna come home, honey, that's okay.
Just grab a hold of this.
And baby, blow me. Baby, won't you blow me? Blow me a kiss.
Oh.
Hi, Miss
Malcolm.
Oh, Pally.
I'll miss your arms and your elbows.
Woo! Fantastic.
The Bob
Dean
and Tom
Jerry.
Band and Orchestra.
Amazing.
Thank you, Dean. Thank you, Jerry.
That's what the man said. I'm sorry, but that's what. And anyways, he said that since they had broken up, they had remained close friends, and she had dated 2 other guys, and those relationships broke off kind of suddenly. He thought maybe it was the same reason. Should I tell her? And as God is my witness, this was Dr. Ruth's advice. She said, send the girl some flowers. And on one side of the card, write a little poem, something positive, something upbeat. Which, you know, to me, that's terrible advice. I mean, you know, I can't imagine, you know, can you imagine that poor guy trying to write that poem?
No.
Roses are red, violets are blue. You're real sweet, but you're I've went over the line, haven't I? So that's not me. That's offensive, isn't it, Paul? You're a classy guy, and that is offensive stuff.
Did that, are we back on the air?
We are now.
I apologize.
Did that have to be clipped?
I apologize.
Yes.
I apologize to you ladies. That's right.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You just ruined it.
Joining us in the studio, comedian Ed Yeager.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Ed. How are you?
Good.
Good to see you again.
I'm glad football season's almost here. I love football.
I do too.
I was I was in a hotel room, and I was watching a football game, and I opened the drawer, I pull out the Bible, I turned to John 3:16.
Mm-hmm.
And it actually says, "Sitteth thee in the end zone with a large sign."
And Jesus said, "Take this bread and eat it. It is my body." And the disciples said, "Jesus, we're all on low-carb diet. We appreciate you dying for our sins, but we're all trying to slim down a little bit. We want to look good in the painting."
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee is doing the news.
Yeah, I am.
Pat Godwin's doing the music.
Oh, yes, I am.
Josh Arnold is just sitting there. There's Ace Cosby. Get it?
Hi.
Wow.
Ace is manning the track phone hotline hot phone. I'm Chick McGee, Mr. Stupid, as I'm known in my neighborhood. And here's Tom.
Ooh, that's good.
Would you like to know why I'm called Mr. Stupid?
I sure
Why?
certainly would.
So earlier in the week, last week, I went out of town for a couple of days.
Sure.
Yeah.
So I'm a jet setter.
Yeah.
And while I was away, I wanted to check my Simply Safe and see if the compound was secure.
Yeah.
So I dial it up and everything, and then Wi-Fi's down. Oh gosh, that's no good. So I had my cleaning lady and a couple other friends go over and check and see everything's fine.
Right.
Anyway, I get home and I'm worried about it for the rest of the trip. Why is my Wi-Fi out? How important is my Wi-Fi to me?
Very.
So I get home, no Wi-Fi. I see it. It's done. The modem's out. So I start to, what would you do if your modem was down?
You reset it. You unplug it.
Nope. You switch modems. That's right. You've got like 3 in the storeroom. You go back and get another modem.
Okay.
You start, and I'm just, I can't stop trying to fix the modem in the house. Okay?
Did you call a guy?
So I finally called the guy. And he comes to the house, and the first thing, Isaiah, great kid, he walks in the house, he goes, "Hey, do you know you got 2 wires hanging down in your backyard? They're just laying there on the ground?" And I said, "No, I didn't know that." I was so just involved with trying to get the modem. I didn't even look out the back window. And the AT&T line was laying on the ground, and the Comcast line was laying on the ground. It had come... Because Monday, there was a big storm.
It come loose.
And snapped the old wire.
I'll be darned.
That's your problem, Tom.
There you go.
And we had a good laugh at my expense.
And I don't think that means you're stupid.
I think...
I think. Did they come out and fix it?
Oh, yeah. Oh, they fixed it.
Yeah, right.
Well, good.
They got involved.
They got involved. That's what Isaiah, let's get involved. Let's solve this problem.
Don't encourage this. This is an observation that no one else has seen or heard. I'm sorry. Could we get back to sports?
I beg your pardon. Hey, one more sports note. Matthew Stafford honked his Bobo. Did you hear about this?
Aww.
Honked his Bobo?
Yeah, his Bobo's, there's some sort of pull in it, and he said it's hurt, and it's much...
He means elbow, apparently, where he grew up. Bobo was elbow.
Oh, when I grew up, my grandma would say Bobo if she meant ass.
Well, honking on Bobo is...
What?
Yeah, she tried to clean things up. She'd say things like, "Boy, did your grandpa have it?" Damn it, I couldn't get it out.
Stafford's elbow bothered him last.
Grandma can't sit down because Grandpa digs the Bobo.
Whoa.
Hammering away at that Bobo, huh? Stafford's Bobo bothered him last season and required an injection following the Super Bowl. He's 34 years old, did not throw during the Rams' spring workouts for precautionary reasons. But Sean McVay, who should be the head coach in Washington, added that the issue is typically seen in Major League Baseball pitchers and not one he's ever dealt with in the football world. And they're calling it possibly tendinitis. So this might be a huge problem, or it might be nothing at all.
And that's sports?
And that's sports.
Okay, thank you.
See, there was a wire laying in the backyard.
This is what you farted for.
Mr. Stupid was trying to fix something inside.
Mr. Stupid.
Be a good sport, Christy.
Want to play your theme song there, Tommy G?
Okay, now there's apparently two McCloud theme songs. I can't quite figure this out.
Don't play that first one. That
you
first
want
one.
both of this one?
No. Yeah, that's a good one. Relatively.
Did you ever see the show McCloud, Josh?
I haven't.
It was Dennis Weaver.
And
yeah,
the intro, he's riding a horse through Manhattan.
Yeah. Well, that's where we're going. A man who allegedly robbed a sunglass vendor near Times Square was arrested July 16th by an NYPD special operations officer on horseback. The NYPD horse was forced into a high-speed chase down a Manhattan side street. Cops on foot eventually caught up with the suspect on the sidewalk, handcuffed him, but not before the horse was forced to gallop at top speed down the block to catch him McCloud style.
Yeah.
34-year-old Ignacio Lewis was detained and charged with first-degree robbery, second-degree menacing, and criminal possession of a weapon.
And then let go 2 minutes later.
Yeah, well, 2 years.
Oh, that's right. That's how it works, yeah.
So I was reading over the weekend, you know corgis? Because they had the corgi races.
Sure.
The Ocho
dog?
was on ESPN. Yeah, little stubby-legged corgis.
Queen dog.
They can run 20 to 25 miles an hour.
Wow.
Pretty fast.
They're fast for their stubby little legs. And the horse, I just looked at 55 miles an hour.
Yikes.
For a horse. That's pretty good.
That is good. Yeah.
Because you're in a high-speed chase with a horse, you could probably outrun it if you're in your car.
Well, you can't drive 55 in Manhattan, that's for sure.
No, that's true.
Sammy Hagar can't drive 55 anyway.
Yeah. Poor guy.
Yeah.
Camels can run 40 mile an hour.
Ah.
German Shepherd, 30 miles an
What
hour.
about a cheetah?
65, 70?
88 miles an hour.
88?
88.
That's it'll go back in time.
They are the fastest land animal, right?
No idea.
Oh, all right.
You know what the fastest land animal is? Me when I see a cheetah chasing me. I try to go 89.
Good call.
That is the catch. All you have to do is be a little bit faster than the guy next to you, I think is the key. Right now, I want to feature something. This is kind of a behind-the-scenes thing.
Okay.
Because we have a kind of a behind-the-scenes news story coming up. Every once in a while, we get behind the scenes here. We were talking, for example, this morning about how Mr. Godwin is in the room next door, and there's a big glass wall there. Mm-hmm. And from the angle of the lights and everything, I really can't see him unless I look over at the screen where I can see him very clearly.
You don't like to turn your head to the left.
Which is, I'm focused over on you guys are over there, and if I look over there, I can't see you. So, but this is a behind-the-scenes thing about radio.
You love his plain speaking, straight shooting, no nonsense approach to solving callers' problems. You tune in to his nationally syndicated talk show every day to hear the wise insight and savvy advice he gives to his callers.
You see, caller, what you got there is a can opener. You use it to open cans.
A can opener? Huh. I never made the connection. Thanks, Mr. Obvious. You're a lifesaver.
Yeah, that's what I'm here for, caller.
He's Mr. Obvious, America's favorite answer man. There's not a situation that he can't handle with his sage-like wisdom and his quick-draw wit.
Well, waste not, want not, caller.
And now, Bob and Tom Productions is proud to present a side of Mr. Obvious you never heard before.
Ah, I hit my head. Damn, that's smart. Was my mic on?
Now you can hear for the first time the Mr. Obvious that the censors didn't want you to hear. Oh. It's Mr. Obvious, too hot for radio.
Oh,
Mr. Obvious, too hot for radio. We can't even play it for you in this commercial. It's just too hot.
So, Mr. Obvious, I can't figure out why it's not working.
Oh, well, I can tell you why it's not working.
Oh yeah? Why is that?
It's because you're a stupid idiot. That's why it's not working, you dumb.
Cut. John, you can't say that on the air.
Look, I'm sorry, but what the this dip doesn't even know how to operate his toaster? Come on, Bill. Don't we have anyone screening these damn calls?
All right. Settle down, John.
Don't settle down, John, me. And where the are those pictures I was supposed to see? Get down on the phone. If I don't get those pictures in here by 2 o'clock, I'm going to walk off this mother. You hear me, Bill? I'm not you. I've got money. You know what that means, Bill? That means I've got enough money that I can say you, Bill. Now give me some decent callers on the phone. These calls are ponderous, man. Ponderous.
All right, John, we'll take care of it.
And where's my orange smoothie? Damn it! I asked for a damn orange smoothie like 20 minutes ago.
Mr. Obvious. Raw, uncut, uncensored.
So you see my point, caller?
But no, I don't, Mr. Obvious. That's got to be the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
I'm sorry, wait a minute. What did you say, you piece of
You heard me.
Look, we've got caller ID. I'm going to have a couple of my gorillas down there getting medieval on your ass. How do you like that, Mr. Tuffy? Huh? I'll make you think stupidest thing you ever heard. I'll be watching from my yacht while the cops are fishing your bloated carcass out of the river next week, pal.
Hey, look, take it easy, Mr. Obvious. I was just kidding.
Oh, yeah, just kidding, huh? Sounds like you just made the connection, right? You just made the connection, didn't you, mother? Huh?
To order Mr. Obvious too hot for radio, call 1-800-EAT. That's 1-800-EAT.
And so, Mr. Obvious, that was the last time I ever saw her alive.
Oh, I'm sorry, caller. You've obviously mistaken me for someone who gives a
Don't be a moron. Order your tapes today. Holy.
There you go, Mr. Obvious. Just behind the scenes. He's such a mild-mannered guy. It's like anybody else. You get him on the wrong day.
Sure. Having a bad day.
Good people have bad days.
Oh, yes.
Kind people, polite people have days where they're mean. It'll happen. You be nice today, everybody. Okay? Is that our deal today?
That's a good deal. I like it.
All right. Now, shut your trap and let's move forward.
All right.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Police in Washington State are asking for the public's help in identifying a man who's going straight to hell, who allegedly used a counterfeit $100 bill at a boy's lemonade stand. According to the Everett Police Department.
Wait a minute. Did the poor kid have to give him change?
No, he told him to keep it.
No.
No, I'm kidding. An 11-year-old boy named Jeremy spent his allowance money to set up a lemonade stand outside his home. Well, he said as he worked in the sun trying to earn a little extra spending money, he was approached by the suspect who offered him a $100 bill for a drink, but asked for exact change back. So the boy used his allowance money to give the man $85 in change. Wow, that's expensive lemonade.
This is the one thing about this story. If the lemon...
Holy hell.
I can't quite figure out, was the lemonade $5 and he gave him a $10 tip?
And he bought 3 glasses? I don't know. I was just at my favorite vegetable stand yesterday, and the little kid had a lemonade stand.
What was he charging?
50 cents.
Yeah,
that's
right. That's it. I would have ripped off this $15 lemonade kid also.
You gave him $1.
And I told him to keep the change.
Why didn't you give him a 5 or something?
No, is this the
Because
kid?
all I had was $1.
And then I went to the same lemonade stand, and then the kid, when I was done, he said, "Can I have the cup back? It's the only one I have."
Well, this boy...
this story is confusing, but you're right, though. This guy is going to go to hell. So he's laundering money at a kid's lemonade stand.
The boy later went to a local gas station where he learned the $100 bill was fake. Authorities posted images of the suspect online and asked anyone who recognizes him to contact Everett, Washington Police. Everett?
This is interesting to me because I haven't seen this in a while because I haven't been using cash at all. But that thing where they take the pen and they run it on the bill to see if it's real.
Yep.
And don't they have a machine now that does that for 50s and 100s?
Yeah, they can hold it under like a light type thing. I've seen them do that.
But you don't want to see some kid at a lemonade stand. All of a sudden he whips out the, "Hey, I got AC power. we got to check all bills."
This is.
Don't you think that there's probably a pen for 20s and a pen for 100s in there?
I don't know if it's the same pen or not.
Yeah.
I need to... I can't judge the story until I know what he was charging. If it was a $15 cup of lemonade...
Oh, that would be ridiculous.
I would have flipped the table over.
Well, I'm also surprised that today's lemonade stands, aren't most of the kids using Venmo or one of the other?
It's not a bad idea.
The one that I would. Boy, and that lemonade was tart. Woo!
Oh, it was no good, too?
I took one drink and went. I don't think it was country time. Let me just tell you.
Ask for your money back?
No, I didn't ask for my money.
Did you have a little flask with you, get a little taste?
No, I didn't. No.
You know what's
sharpen up that lemonade?
You know what's good in lemonade?
Vodka.
Yeah.
Irish
That'll
it up.
get you there.
I'm well aware of that.
Well, in any event,
I love seeing kids do that stuff.
I do too. It was so cute. And his little brother, they were out there working and they were fighting over who got to pour the lemonade. And
that's
then
nice.
he goes, "You can pass it." And Lou, "I don't want to pass it."
I just drained all the flies out of it. You get the pour.
There was a human interest story on, I think it was on CNN, where this grandfather made a lemonade stand for his daughter, and now his daughter has children, and they get that lemonade stand out for them too. So it's like 2 or 3 generations now has used the same lemonade stand. Tom.
How sweet!
And they have little wheels on the lemonade stand, so they roll it out.
Did they raise the prices?
I was going to say they have a chalkboard for the price because inflation being what it is. Apparently, it's $15 in the state of Washington.
Yeah.
Large lemonade, $7.35. That's not bad.
Again, this guy gave the kid a $100 bill that was counterfeit.
Yeah. Is there a chance the guy didn't know?
No.
Yeah, there's not a chance at all.
I mean, just because it was a picture of Bernie Madoff instead of Benjamin Franklin.
Then the man should have known. Yeah, for sure.
Spotted it. Yeah, I've never, to my knowledge, had a counterfeit bill, but
I don't think I have either.
I don't know. I guess if it's, I would imagine if he printed it himself, and whenever this is one of those things where he did it in Photoshop.
Yeah, I don't.
Kind of an
Look at this. The 100's off center. Look at this.
Yeah,
man. Yeah, they need to get this guy.
Yeah, and the story here, there isn't a picture of the bill, so I don't know.
Who's on the 100?
Benjamin Franklin.
Oh, right? Franklin. That's right. That's right.
Isn't
He was our third president, right?
Yeah, correct.
Not a president at all, of course.
I think.
Well, your opinions are your own.
Yeah.
Inventor, of course, of the skullet.
Why did he never run for president?
Because he was just elected president by his peers.
He was too busy in France.
You see, the first 12 elections here in the United States, they were just like judges. Yeah.
These are all false.
No, kids, you tell your teachers that this week.
If you'd like to learn about things, consult actual.
That's good. That's good DACA out there. Ben Franklin, Ken Burns. No, it's pretty good. Might want to check that out.
All right.
Now, coming up in the news, we have more news about food restaurants.
Oh, I love food restaurants.
Well, food and restaurants. Sorry.
You know what? You know what I don't like?
What?
Non-food restaurants.
Aren't those? Yeah. Suck. What are we doing here?
Yeah. How about this would be a great place for a restaurant?
Yeah.
You got the tables.
You got the menu.
You even have the menu.
We're going to find out about an interesting thing in the world of restaurants. Also, have you ever been in that ride, It's a Small World at Disney World?
Oh, yeah.
It's a world of... We have a...
you mean have you ever been in the ride and then stopped for 20 minutes and then continued on the ride of a small world? Yeah.
It may actually be worse than that. You'll find out what happened at Disney World coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
More Bob and Tom next. Got a comment? Our email is bobandtom@bobandtom.com. Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Norman, honey, what you doing? It's getting late.
I'm downstairs, honey. Just getting some cereal. Snookums.
Thank God he found it. I was getting desperate. I hope this works. You know, Judy tried it with Ted, and she said he's become insatiable.
Boy, will Snookums be in for a treat, because her hubby is chomping on the new cereal for men who are sexually dysfunctional. It's Nuttin' Raisin, honey.
This sure is tasty. Honey, I'll be right up.
Nuttin' Raisin Honey, the cereal that gets you up in the morning, or any time for that matter. Nuttin' Raisin Honey, Eat them from the bowl or right out of the box.
Bob and Tom. You can pick your morning radio show, and you can pick your nose, but you can't wipe Bob and Tom on the couch.
Hey, got an extra $20, $30, $40, $50 there just hanging around looking for a place to go? Well, how about heading to bobandtomstore.com? We'll take your money and we'll replace it with nice Bob and Tom merchandise, including the 2022 Bob and Tom Show hat, our collared work shirts, hoodies, hooded zips. If you've got a Bob and Tom Show fan in your life, hook them up with some Bob and Tom Show merchandise. bobandtomstore.com. Just look in the upper left-hand corner for that new tab to see the latest, and you can be sporting the Bob and Tom Show on your body or on your head with a hat. It doesn't matter. It's all fun. bobandtomstore.com for more.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom Entertainment News Update. Carrie Underwood, Keith Urban, and Sting are among the musicians who will pay tribute to Vince Gill in a CMT special this fall. Brad Paisley, Chris Stapleton, Maren Morris, Ricky Skaggs, and others are going to perform on the special CMT Giants, Vince Gill. That special will include vintage interviews as well as a new one with Gill in which he reflects on his career and reveals his plans for the future. CMT Giants Vince Gill airs on September 16th. Snoop Dogg will play a vampire hunter in the new Jamie Foxx series Day Shift. Foxx plays a pool cleaner who hunts vampires as a side hustle, but he does not make as much as Big John Elliott, played by Snoop. That series premieres Friday on Netflix. It's the last of the big summer movie releases, and Bullet Train finished atop the box office list, but the Brad Pitt-led movie earned an underwhelming $30 million in ticket sales in opening weekend. That's only a third of what it reportedly cost to make. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
That was a valiant effort.
Joke of the day.
Hey, check, these three moles are crawling through their little tunnel.
Okay.
And the first mole says, I smell sugar.
Okay.
The second mole says, I smell cinnamon. Third mole says, I smell molasses.
Molasses. There are two molasses in front of him.
Yeah.
Expect the voice. Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead.
You guys want to grab lunch?
We can't go anymore.
Holy
That's a
cow.
good day's work, everybody.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Morning, Bob and Tom Show.
Yes, if I could just have a few minutes of your time, I'd like to speak with you today about the joys of water sports. Is this Bob and or Tom?
This is Bob.
Yeah, perhaps you already own a boat. However, this is a wonderful opportunity for you to upgrade your boat.
Shut up, Randy. Read the script I wrote. Upgrade boats. I want them to buy one.
I've almost got him, Donnie. Okay. So the badass wave buster, beast on the water.
And tell Chick he looks thinner and he'll buy it.
You get a free tube if you're not a lard queen or like pork.
I ain't even gave my pager number, man.
Donnie, all right, I'm not going to do this anymore, Donnie.
Get back to work, Randy. You screwed it up anyway.
Hi, everybody. This is Mark Sweeney, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
The Bob and Tom Show presents Memorable Moments in Presidential History.
American presidents have been immortalized in different ways. Washington had our nation's capital and an entire state named after him. Lincoln appears on the $5 bill as well as the penny. The first President Bush has an airport named after him. Perhaps when it comes to being remembered, no president was more royally screwed than James A. Garfield. All he got was a stupid cartoon cat.
This has been Bob and Tom's Memorable Moments in Presidential History.
Yeah, there you go.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
You're so weird.
You have no idea. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom.
It'll be Chip. Who knows?
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
Dun, 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 dun. Samba, what is it? There's Pat Godwin. He's in the performance room. There's Josh Arnold.
That's right.
There's Ace Cosby.
Aloha.
I'm Chick McGee. Hello, LA. And here's Tom.
Thank you very much. Coming up, we have more television, classic television in the news. And of course, we just had our big McCloud hunk.
Yeah.
You guys don't seem to appreciate that.
Well, if I knew more about the show, I'm sure I would have been excited.
The only good part was the beginning where he's riding the horse down the busy streets of Manhattan. But can you grab that, please?
Sure. Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Bob and Tom, it's Donnie Baker.
Hey, Donnie.
How are you, sir?
Man, can you guys believe it? Back to school's already here.
I can't believe some schools are open already. Not
You
really.
know, my son Whiffy's all fired up about it.
Mm-hmm.
Man, when I was his age and I was a small fry, I hated school right to its face. I couldn't wait to leave there.
Yeah.
I tried dropping out a bunch. Even in second grade, I tried dropping out. But the bus kept showing up, so I didn't have a choice or a chance. Man, I had 3 days' worth of lunch money, too. Had a carton of my mom Phyllis's Vantage Ultralights and 2 gently used copies of Jugs, just in case I needed bartering while I was on the lam. The way I looked at it was, I already knew my colors good, knew my numbers, and I knew my shapes. Thanks to Jugs. Man, I remember they tried to teach me at cursive writing.
I hate that.
I hated, too. I didn't get that because your name would come out looking like Stephen Hawkins used a spirograph while riding the scrambler. Swear to God. And show and tell was dumb, too. I got suspended because of it.
Why?
Well, it was my turn, and I didn't bring nothing to show, so I picked up a dead squirrel and told Miss Haskins it was show and smell. Oh, my God, man. Roadkill in class. Then I invented a real game called Show and Smell.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that's when I got caught in the bleachers with Stacy Joyce. I was suspended for 2 weeks. And she got so popular, her folks moved her to one of them private schools. I forget what they named the baby. Anyway, they tried making me take algebra in high school, too, man. I couldn't even focus on it regular. I got thrown out for laughing because it had the word brawl in it. Write out algebra, it's right there. Swear to God. Then they made me take a foreign language. I picked Spaniard, for obvious reasons. Obvious because Miss Rodriguez had the biggest rack and the shortest skirts of all the teachers.
Really?
Oh, she was fire-ass out, Josh. Called me Poppy right to my face and my crouch. Swear to God. Hey, but that led me to being suspended as door for playing pencil pop in my pants regular.
What's that?
I better go. I got to get Whiffy cleaned up. I think I hear the school bus, and heck, he's still up to his ears in Tostitos and log cabin syrup.
Oh, jeez.
I gotta go.
What a breakfast of champions.
So proud.
Sounds delicious. Okay, thank you very much. Christy Lee is at the Bob and Tom News Desk. What have we missed?
Well, a company is looking to hire a chief candy officer. Candy Funhouse is going to pay one lucky applicant over $78,000 to serve as head taste tester and try over 3,500 products each month. Apart from eating about 113 pieces of candy a day, the CCO will run candy board meetings and have a say in which products Candy Funhouse will carry.
I've never heard of Candy Funhouse.
I haven't either. They'll also approve candy inventory and highlight treats with an official stamp of approval. Applications will be accepted until August 31st.
Hope they have dental and a gym membership.
The job can be remote or based in Canada or New Jersey offices.
Now, do you have to cut your own leg off once you get diabetes?
Man, that's a lot of candy.
That's too much candy.
Yeah,
you're not going to... After a while, you'd just start hating it, I would think.
Yes.
Be hard to be... Yeah. Ugh.
Sweet gig. I'm sure you said their offices are in Canada or New Jersey?
Yes.
I would go with the Canadian office because if I remember from an article I read recently, insulin's a lot cheaper up there.
Oh, boy.
If you're eating 3,500 bits of candy.
Man.
I wonder what kind of candy they make.
In Canada?
No, Candy Funhouse.
Candy Funhouse.
Are you looking that up?
Doesn't Candy's Funhouse sound like a porno?
Well, if you if you name it Candy's Funhouse, it does.
Or even the Candy Funhouse sounds like some kind of erotic cinema strip club, maybe.
Or a children's show. It can go either way.
Wow. There's a game show, a porno or kid show.
Wow.
Hey, it's Backdoor Ernie.
Backdoor Ernie, that sounds like a kid show.
Porno or kid show has been canceled.
That's pretty fun. Yeah, that's probably a pretty bad idea. Maybe we won't go with that.
The Candy Funhouse.
Bangaroo.
It looks like they sell they don't only sell their products. They sell like $100,000 bars.
Oh, I love those.
Those are here. They also have something called the Abba Zaba bar. It looks like a hunk of kind of like a bit of honey.
So is this person tasting stuff coming off the factory floor to make sure that it's up to standard?
It says it can be remote, so no. They must be getting
how is that possible?
shipped to them.
Okay, well.
Weird.
Now, we have an interesting story.
Try 3,500 products a month?
That's too many.
That's a lot.
Yeah. You look at one more candy bar.
Yeah.
I hate candy.
Okay, well, we had an interesting story out of Orlando, Florida. If you've ever ridden the, it's required of all parents of young kids. I was just on it about a month ago. It's a ride, and we all know the song that plays. Of course, I'm talking about It's a Small World.
Yes, apparently riders claim they were left stranded after one of the boats sank into the water. TikTok user at Hazy's Mom 22 posted a video showing the back of the boat in front of them listing in the water.
Hazy's mom has got it going on.
Yeah. The user wrote in the video's caption, "We were stuck for over an hour. The torture."
I bet.
The video shows a long line of boats filled with guests waiting near the end of the ride.
Did they at least shut the ride off? Like, did they shut off the music and the dancing?
I don't know, but at least it's air conditioned. They got that going for them. A boat just in front appears to be slowly sinking into the water on the video.
Was it a bunch of fatties?
Oh, yeah. They were so fat, they
fat were
sunk the boat.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
When they got in,
it's not clear.
How fat they were?
No, it's interesting to me that the boat went under the sea.
A little mermaid.
That's practically a violation of the Geneva Convention.
I'm pretty sure.
I think it is.
Every time we rode at Small World, it got delayed like 15, 20 minutes.
Technically, are those international waters?
I think so. All I know is the last time I was in there, someone thought they were because they were obviously smoking some reefer.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
It's a small world.
Oh, yeah.
Can you imagine?
Yes, that's where you blaze up.
Yeah, some dirtbag.
Either that or the haunted, what is it? The
Haunted Mansion?
Haunted Mansion.
Yeah.
That's a fun ride.
I love the Haunted Mansion.
I love the Haunted Mansion, yeah.
I'm with you.
How do they get those ghosts sitting right beside you?
They're real. They're real ghosts.
It's amazing.
And by the way, it's not Walt Disney.
No, isn't that weird?
It sure looks like it.
Yeah.
It's Thurl, what's his name?
Thurl Ravenscroft.
Yeah.
It's there's a famous story about another breakdown at Disney in the Hall of Presidents.
Oh, yeah?
Which is one of my favorite. I love the Hall of
Have
Presidents.
you seen that video?
Yeah.
Abraham Lincoln?
Is
that the one?
The Hall of Presidents, Christy, they're robots.
Yes.
They're all dressed like the presidents, and they introduce them all, and 4 or 5 of them talk.
I've actually been in there.
Oh, it's great. I love it.
It's air conditioned as well.
Yeah, that's another, yeah. But they had a breakdown there, which was pretty bad.
Yeah?
When you have more of the presidents were talking, so there was a lot of lying going on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But no, it's one of my favorite places. I love that. And I just think it's always interesting to see. You can sort of pick how the crowd is depending on which. Sometimes they'll applaud.
Applaud?
Sure.
So you have a Democratic crowd or a Republican
Well, they'll
crowd?
applaud for like Lincoln
and Kennedy.
I've
heard them applaud for Kennedy.
Sometimes they'll boo at Nixon.
Yeah.
It depends. Sometimes
Absolutely.
they'll clap. Today is the anniversary of Nixon resigning in 74, I think.
Via television?
Yeah.
How'd I miss that?
And getting on the helicopter and giving the double V sign.
Well, that was a bit later than the. So this is the anniversary of him actually saying
Yeah. This is when he got on the copter and left.
Oh.
Gerald Ford.
So that's not the same day. A few weeks passed, didn't it?
No, he resigned and left. It was over.
He didn't go from the. Thank you,
Right
God bless America, and then walk out of the White House and get on the copter.
Yeah, he's right. No, he announced he was resigning in the evening, and then in daytime,
I don't think so.
Idiot's right. He went out and got in like a week later.
No, it wasn't a week later.
No, you can't. No, there's no way.
He didn't stand up on TV with his bags.
So I'm out of here. And they got the handheld.
Hey, Pat, don't forget the bourbon.
Yeah. Left the keys on the desk and turned the light off.
Hey, I got to make this quick.
Now, when we come back, I'll find out the answer to that.
Deuces, I'm out of here.
When we come back, we have a tribute to the song "It's a Small World." Pat, don't you have a little?
I do indeed. Yeah.
Okay, good. For those of you going to Disney World, and I still get a kick out of it.
Oh, I do too.
Really?
Out of Disney World?
Well, but the little kids, the kick is watching them.
Yeah,
see it,
once they turn about 5, it's sort of over. I think
5?
No, I think that no.
I boo a lot on
God,
that ride.
no.
I'm going to say 8 or 9.
I'm going to say about 23 because that's what I have. 23 and 20. I love
Small
it.
World?
Aren't there?
No, I mean Disney. And
Why hasn't anyone talked about the unfortunate, stereotypes in the small world? I mean,
there are many. Yeah.
Yeah, they're glaring.
Good point.
I don't think so. I mean, they're showing people doing what indigenous peoples at various.
Really?
Shut up, no, Christy. I'm saying that I think the it's a small world ride. I think.
Oh well, that
loses its.
This country sucks. I yell out.
8 or 9. I think 8 or 9.
Asshole.
Okay, Nixon resigned on the 8th and
got on the
cockered out on the 9th.
There you go.
Okay,
he did the next. I didn't think it was that soon.
I didn't.
When we come back,
in fact, I doubt
we'll clarify. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Everything about the show is at bobandtom.com. Check it out now. State law.
Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
Hey, thanks for joining us here on a Monday. Mark Allison along with you. Thanks for listening all morning long. It's all we ask. Bob and Tom 24/7, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I know that's my commitment. Catch any part of the show you missed later today right there on our YouTube channel. You can also stream the show live each morning as well. Just go to YouTube and search The Bob and Tom Show. We've got Greg Warren on the way with a Warren Report and Reno Collier catching up with Reno during our Today in History segment. That's all on the way on a Monday. It's August 8th. Thanks for joining us right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning. I'm Mark Allison with a look at things you may have missed. It's a double surprise at the Cincinnati Zoo. A full-term hippopotamus born there last week. The surprise wasn't the hippo was born. It was the size in comparison to its sibling Fiona, which was born prematurely back in 2017. She weighed only 29 pounds when she arrived 6 weeks early. The new calf, much larger. The other surprise involves the calf's mother, Bibi. The zoo discovered she was pregnant around April Fool's Day. The joke was on zoo officials because Bibi at the time was on birth control. And for years, protecting sea turtles has been part of the practice for beach crews in many coastal areas of the U.S., but beach crews in Mississippi haven't had much practice in that skill because there'd been no sign of nesting turtles over the past 4 years. Now that's changed. A crew on Harrison County Sand Beach found turtle tracks recently. They then shielded the area, called in marine life officials who found and marked off the nesting site. It's believed the eggs belong to a protected loggerhead sea turtle or an even rarer Kemp's Ridley sea turtle, the most critically endangered sea turtle species. The exact type won't be known until the eggs hatch out in a month or two. And that's a look at things you may have missed on a Monday. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey, Shooter, it's Kenny Tarmac. Hey, we just landed. I'm an ORD, just got in from TPA through ATL. And hey, guess what else just landed? The Bob and Tom app. I know. Now, thanks to the Bob and Tom app, even if I have to go all the way from Foxtrot 20 down to Alpha 4, I can still listen live, see their videos, find an affiliate station, use the alarm, and even send a message. This is Kenny Tarmac signing off and reminding you everything I touch turns to sold.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7, which begs the question, why do you need Bob and Tom 24/7?
It's the most talked about show on television, The Bachelorette, where 25 eligible bachelors try to win the hand of one single woman. And now, Bob and Tom Television brings you a new twist on this hit show.
She's 30 and single. She's...
What the hell do you mean by that?
Oh, nothing. Meet Linda Jackson. Now, here come the fellas. Say hello to Todd Williams.
Hi, Linda. I'm really pleased to...
Yeah. Next.
And here's our next eligible guy. Say hello to...
Hold it. Are you really going to say each time, say hello to Dick Ding Dong or whatever? Jesus.
Okay. Here he is, Jerry Peterson.
Hello, Linda. I can't tell you how happy I am to finally meet you.
Right. What do you do, Jerry?
Well, I own my own consulting business and...
consulting, eh? And when did you lose your Amway dealership, Jerry?
Huh? Sheesh, what a bitch.
She's the Bachelorette. She's single, pissed off, and is looking for money. Lots of money.
Hi, I'm Linda.
I'm Phil.
Yeah, did you forget something?
No, I don't think so.
Any gift?
Gift? I didn't know that we were...
Bye-bye, loser.
Wow! Tune in to Bob and Tom TV and see why she's called the Bachelorette. She's on the prowl, and she's got...
Shut your hole and bring on the rich numbnuts.
On Bob and Tom TV.
Well, there you go. There's a show I'd watch.
Yeah.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. Hey, don't say we didn't warn you.
Oh, my God.
There's laughter ahead. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Alice in Chains and ZZ Top.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hi, Chick.
Hi. There's Josh Arnold.
Yeah, here at the Upside Desk.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Think upside. There's Ace Cosby manning the track phone hotline hot phone. Willie Griswold on assignment. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much.
Coming up, Greg Warren today.
That's right. I'm looking forward to talking to Greg.
Yeah,
And
I'm looking forward.
Comedian Greg Warren, comedian Reno Collier.
And Scotch Tape was born.
For some reason, we were talking about today in history a little earlier. August 8th, 1974.
Yes.
Nixon announced his intention to become the first president in American history to resign.
Okay, August 8th. And then August 9, he gets in the copter.
Yeah. Takes the copter to then he gets an Air Force One, and it's back to...
How's he allowed on Air Force One? He's
San
not
Clemente.
president anymore.
He resigned.
Yeah. He should have. Why didn't he grab an American flight?
What do you think, a cab would pull up?
You can't get on this plane.
I think whatever aircraft the president is in, it becomes Air Force One. I think.
Even if they're retired or resigned?
I think it's a courtesy. They,
a bus.
As you point out, they couldn't just have a cab pull up.
It's just like being a heavyweight champ. You always call him president. You always call him champ. You always call him president.
All right.
I think he loses his Air Force One privileges after a while, but in any event. And then there's the famous shot of him in the helicopter giving the double V sign. Arr.
It's not really a victory, is it?
I'm out of here.
Whatever happened, that's what happened. In any event.
Pat's having a little taste there.
Now, we were talking about Disney World.
Oh, we were talking about It's a Small World. Yeah,
And,
that's right. I forgot.
That's how we got to this. And, of course, one of my favorite places is the Hall of Presidents at Disney World.
Yeah.
Where you can look at the robots of the presidents in air-conditioned comfort. But there was so one of the boats sank, I guess, on the...
And It's a Small World, yeah.
And were you just down at Disney World, Pat?
3 weeks ago, yeah. Had a blast.
Okay, good.
Did you do Small World?
No, Jimmy didn't want to do that. We had a one-day park hopper pass. We had a lot to do.
I'll say, yeah.
We got a lot of it in, too.
What was the highlight for you?
The highlight was soaring. Absolutely.
That's great.
I believe it's Soarin'.
Yeah, thank you.
Soarin', yeah, exactly. Soarin'.
I think most people, you'll find the highlight of going to Disney World is finding their car in the parking lot and leaving.
I had a hard time doing that.
I disagree. I love that place.
Me too.
I don't think I've ever driven into one of the parks. We've always done the bus.
I did once, and it was in a rental car.
Oh.
And then I went to look for the car, and I realized, wow, there sure are a lot of gray Granadas from Mavis here. I ended up having a police officer.
I thought it was way easier driving in and parking at the park than taking the shuttle. I liked it way more.
I agree.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a boat we took that one time?
Oh, yeah,
Wasn't there a
there's,
boat? I
you
like
can
the
take a boat.
Or the monorail, right?
Yeah, the big parking lot. You
Yeah.
can take the boat across the
Depending on what hotel you're in.
But
Sure.
now,
I swam.
What is your song about, Pat?
My song is about my experience.
Oh, at the Disney World?
Yeah. Disney's a world of waiting and humidity. It's a world of walking around in 97 degrees. There's so much there to do. That's true. But you stand in a queue. It's a long line after all.
Hey!
Yeah, it's a long line after all. We should have gone in the fall. Summertime, it's hot as balls. It's a long line after all. It's a 2-hour wait for Space Mountain. I'm scared of roller coasters. They're no fun, but my son wants to ride. My poor bald spot is fried. It's a long line after all. Oh, the line is slowing to a crawl. Someone cutting, now there's a brawl. Let's cool off in the presidential hall where there's never a line at all.
Hey.
It's true.
Song about the lines at Disney World, huh?
Yeah, that's correct.
I look forward to your next song about airplane food.
Oh! Are there a lot of comedian bits about lines at Disney World?
Sounds like a shop.
Oh. Throw me a little shade. Just
Well, let's take that same song and give it a different twist with Sean Morey.
A happy song. It's a world of buns. It's a world of boobs. It's a world of firm, perfect babes and dudes. It's for you. It's for me. It's on cable TV. It's a porn world after all. They show breasts now in almost all the flicks. But the women are mad because they don't show men. From the day you are born, you're bombarded with porn. It It's a porn world after all. Everybody, it's a porn world after all. It's a porn world after all. It's a porn world after all. It's a porn world. There's a lot of strange ways to make a buck, but those porno stars, they get paid too much. They would sit on the face of the whole human race. It's a porn world after all.
Sean Morey and the classic It's a Porn World After All, with our apologies to everyone stuck on the It's a Small World ride at Disney World. Now, we have...
Rite of Passage, a line at Disney World.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, you go to a popular amusement park, there are going to be lines.
Yeah.
Pat?
The lines are excessively long. Crazy.
Like, really? But, man, they're nuts.
They go on forever.
But people keep paying.
Since you, when you worked at Six Flags, did you get to go like to the front of the line because you worked there?
No, I didn't.
Sucks.
I know. Although I did as Foghorn once. I rode the log ride in the outfit.
Was that okay? Was that sanctioned?
What? Yes.
Did you have to hold the head down?
No, the strap kept it on okay. So the family that I was riding with, overjoyed.
They pay extra for
There's a strap on the head that keeps it on your head?
Yeah, it's kind of like a helmet with a chin strap.
That's interesting.
Is it hard to see out of that thing when you're...
Not. Foghorn was one of the easier characters because you looked out the gobbler or whatever that thing is.
They called it the gobbler, huh?
I did. The old that red hangly dangly deal.
A waddle?
Yes, thank you. Yeah. Which I'm getting, by the way.
A waddle?
Oh, yeah, we all get waddles.
Oh, we all get it, yeah.
Well, no, my family is particularly, like my mom's side, awful waddles because they're all very British, and they get these.
Who your mom?
You can get that
my
cool
grandma
sculpted.
Waddle.
That cool sculpted. It'll take that right down.
Okay, yeah. What if I just lost weight?
It gets
You
worse.
are
I'll do the cold
losing
sculpting.
No.
Josh, you are.
Does eating ice cream count as cold sculpting?
No, that doesn't.
I want to get back to you in the roller coaster dressed as Foghorn Leghorn.
Yeah, it was a log
So
ride.
You're in the
I
official.
love the
You're
log
in the
ride.
official suit.
Yeah.
And how far does your head stick up? I'd be concerned that you might hit something with.
No, there were no tunnels on that log ride. Everything was fine. Yeah.
Did you get wet?
Yeah, it did get a little damp.
How wet?
Did your wallet get wet?
Christy at the Jonas Brothers concert wet?
Whoa.
Thank you.
Really?
Joe Jonas. He's
very
something to
helpful.
look at.
Okay. Let's see. Coming up, we're going to talk with comedian Greg Warren, comedian Reno Collier. Right now, I want to remind you about a mission. NAPA is on a mission to keep you in motion, keep that car moving, keep that truck moving. For almost a century, NAPA has been known for having the quality parts and expert knowledge that you need. There are over 6,000 NAPA auto parts stores and over 17,000 NAPA auto care centers, meaning you're never far from the quality products and the trusted service that your ride needs from NAPA. You need it. Your car needs it. Your truck needs it. Visit NAPAonline.com to find the NAPA location nearest you. Remember, those folks at NAPA, they have what we call NAPA know-how, and they're going to keep you on the road. Coming up, once again, comedian Greg Warren. Also
alleged comedian.
Yeah.
Also coming up, listen, today he's prepared something very special about lines at Disney World.
Jeez, I'm getting it from all sides.
We teased because we hated the song.
I want to remind you that the trio of Reno Collier, Josh Arnold, and Jeff Oskey is back at it after some stellar shows this past weekend. This next weekend, they're going to be at the Fourth Floor Blues Club in Richmond, Indiana, and then at the American Legion in Martinsville on Saturday. So a Friday-Saturday set of shows for the Power Trio.
Yeah.
Josh, Jeff, and Reno. When we come back, it's going to be comedian Greg Warren. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom. They put the F in professional.
Working for Randy from Illinois, yeah.
be security. My work was on point every day, but still the same old song. Long came my evaluation saying everything I did was wrong. Now I drive a compact. I should have learned a trade. I ain't got no money. I'm working for minimum wage. To transfer, wonder what that pays. They're gonna take me to California, gonna put me in HR. Just pay me a boatload of money on skate to pigeon forge. Swear to God, now I drive a compact. I should've learned a trade. I ain't got no money. I'm working for minimum wage. Took my money, so I turned sort of mean. Went from calling him a puss to breaking the vending machine. I keep doing my job, and I want Randy to know there'll be a time when I own this company, just need my boat to be sold. Still drive a compact, but now it needs new brakes. I ain't going nowhere. I'm working for minimum wage. Minimum wage. I hate minimum wage. Minimum wage. Minimum wage. I need a raise. Minimum wage.
And of course, the classics of Shakespeare.
Ute ibe, orye atne, ute ibe. At they, isye, eye eschenque. Other way,
There's still some financial scholarships available for women aged 18 to 25. Let me teach you to act in Big Latin. For more information, write to Haji or phone 1-800-UKSHME. Do it now.
Bob and Tom, 24/7. Oh, yeah.
Comedian David Dugan. Dave Dugan joins us in the studio.
David Dugan.
My formal name.
You sound like a grand wizard. David Dugan, grand wizard. Stop.
You have a couple young children.
A couple young kids. Raising kids at that age is sort of like being hazed into a fraternity.
Yeah.
There was like a 2-minute time period the other day when I changed a dirty diaper, grounded up fruit chews out of the carpet, while chocolate milk was being spilled down my back. Geez, if I could pants myself, I'd be a Fidel right now.
I got thrown out of J.C. Penney the other day.
Really?
Yeah, fondling up the mannequins. You believe that? And that ain't my fault. Have you seen the mannequins in there? And they taunt you, too. They got the little short skirt on, arm up, kind of waving you over. You know what I mean? Shoot. I tell you what, if you ask me, the little whore was asking for it.
Bob and Tom. Well-meaning, but...
Yeah, they're down. Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello. Ooh, what was that?
I'll give you the big finger gun.
The
right.
old finger bang.
Hey.
Oh, no, wait, no, that's not.
That's not called a finger bang. I think it's a finger gun. I think it's.
Sorry.
Hey, Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick. Back at you.
What show did that? Was that the thing the guy in the Love Boat did at the beginning?
Ted Lang.
Ted Lang.
Did the double.
Oh,
Did he do the double finger gun there?
No, it wasn't a gun. He just pointed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Hey, Josh.
No gun?
Yeah, I knew it. There's Ace Cosby.
You noticed Josh's chair's changed?
I am not a cook.
You're not a cook or a crook?
Josh Arnold is sitting in the upside sidekick chair.
Yeah.
Upside.
And Ace Cosby, the I am not a cook. Okay.
Manning the track phone hotline, hot phone.
In honor of the Nixon resignation, you're doing the I am not a cook. That'd be a great name for a
I am not a
for
cook.
a cookbook.
All right.
I'm not a cook?
I am not a cook. Dick Nixon's favorite recipe.
We don't have time.
All of Pat's have bourbon in them.
We don't have time to laugh. We got Greg Warren here. Let's go.
Oh, my God.
We're joined by comedian Greg Warren, and on the big screen, Greg, behind you, is that Warren G. Harding?
That's Warren G. Harding. He was our president.
I know.
Now, isn't that he had a mistress and got her pregnant, and she had a baby, and
while he was in office?
Yes.
Wow.
And I don't even want to get into Teapot Dome.
Oh, no, you certainly don't want to get into that.
Yeah, let's not get into that.
No.
Yeah, known as a very handsome president.
Really?
Good-looking man.
William G. Harden, they called him.
Yep.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that. I think the chronology may be a little off there,
Well,
Josh.
the G stands for God.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I gifted, was he?
I thought if I sold it, it would help.
Yeah, it did.
Man, I've tried that one, chick.
Okay, hey, Greg, before we get to it, over the course of many years, you've had some great stand-up shows, great success many times. Do you have a favorite thing that you worked on for a long time that just never quite landed?
Yeah. Yeah, I have a couple. Yeah.
Do you want to share one of them with us? We'll give it a fair shake.
Well, I just can't seem to get this bit to work, but I always thought it was interesting that the only food that is prepared table side is guacamole.
Right.
Like, they must have been doing some shady stuff with guacamole back in the day where they had to, like now they're like, oh, no, you can see what we're doing. It's all above board here. These are real avocados. None of the green Play-Doh stuff that was going on back there. Just so you know, it's all
I like that
above board.
very much. I like that very much.
Yeah, I can see why that didn't work.
Now, is there some kind of a coda or some kind of a leads to? They also do Caesar salad tableside or something, or no?
Well, no.
No, the premise is that it's only the one thing.
Yeah.
No, you don't want to ruin the
Yeah. If
premise.
I say that there's other stuff,
That'd ruin
I have to pretend like it's the only thing, and it kind of is,
Yeah, I like it. Isn't it weird that it just, for whatever reason, wasn't flying?
People sort of laugh just lightly chuckle. Yeah, it's.
They do that through my whole set. I don't have a problem with it.
I know. We've tried to talk to you about this.
Is the tableside guac still a thing? I don't.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, man.
I know cheesecake. They stopped their guac, right? The guac's gone.
They did, but they weren't tableside, chick. They weren't.
Yeah, it all happened in the kitchen. Yeah, that's true.
Secret.
Yeah, a couple of chain Mexican restaurants do it.
Yeah,
and your better private upscale Mexican restaurants do it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've only seen it once in the last year.
I'm not giving up on the bit. We're going about 15 years on that.
All right. Should we have people maybe see if you can give a little live assist from the audience?
So you have
you can text us, Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com, fixing the guac bit. Or
As in which-
maybe if it lead into something else.
He's a professional comedian.
I know he is. It's a good pro.
Yeah, Christy, but it hadn't worked with this bit.
Fix the guac bit, baby.
What was the premise again?
The guacamole is the only thing where they prepare it right table side. So then the question is, what happened to cause this? Was there some kind of incident in which people were concerned that something was going on in the kitchen?
Yeah, the FDA stepped in and said,
So
you got to do this. It's all above board now.
We're looking for a cause why they have it.
Well, wasn't there a story going around that they were using avocado in guacamole at some restaurant?
That was a story fairly recently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because the price of avocados
And I
is
forget
skyrocketing.
what they were replacing it
Yeah,
with.
there's some kind of vegetable that they grow in Mexico.
I do remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that I saw some survey where they went into famous restaurants in New York City, and more than half of them, the fish was misidentified.
Oh, yeah.
You'd order one, and it was in fact something else. So,
well, Tom, you told me that calamari is
it's a pig anus.
No, it's
Yeah.
not.
Not always, but there have been cases.
That's an absolute fact or an urban legend. One of the
What do you have for us, Greg?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to be in Louisville this weekend, so I thought I'd do a segment on the history of the Louisville Slugger.
Oh,
all right.
Baseball bat. Yeah.
Well, now
Josh,
that's interesting, Greg. Now, the Louisville Slugger, the museum is right there in downtown Louisville.
Yeah.
And right at the top of it's a giant baseball bat now, isn't it, Greg?
Yes, it is.
It's just a majestic sight. But at the top of the bat, there's a restaurant.
120 feet. Yeah.
120 feet.
There's a room up there that's rotating.
It's called the Top of the Bat, and you go up there and you have dinner.
Top O the Bat.
Top O the Bat. It's one of the finest locations of overhead rotational dining.
Sure.
I'm familiar with that restaurant, Chick, in that I was a regular listener of the Bob and Tom Show when I used to go to work at Procter & Gamble in the 90s, in the mid-90s. I was a giant fan of the show. I was a big fan of yours, Chick. And who would have known? 25 years later, you'd be going to talk about Scotch tape today.
And now we're the best of friends. Isn't that nice?
By the way, speaking of things that are fake, here we go. Christy, you were correct. Soaring avocado prices were leading to phony guac made with squash.
That was it.
We're into KABCD. What did I say? KABC television.
My God, stop him. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H.
It's the Alphabet Channel.
Phony guacamole.
1855, J.F. Hilrich, he immigrated to Louisville from Baden, Germany. A lot of famous people from Baden. Comedian Bruce. Lisa, Cult Jam.
Sure.
Sirhan.
Sirhan. He was not one of the less desirable exports.
Right.
Mark, who later changed his name to Marky Mark. Funky Bunch. Yeah. And then some foods came from Baden, too.
Is that right? No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, couscous. Sure. Yeah. And shrimp. Shrimp came from Baden, Germany. Josh, you know what kind of shrimp?
Bang Bang?
Yeah, that's right, Christy. Bang shrimp.
Sorry, Josh.
No, that's fine.
So he opened a woodworking shop in 1855 in Louisville, and he had a son named Bud, and Bud was an amateur baseball player. And one day, Bud, who was 17 years old, snuck off from work to watch the Louisville Eclipse play. That was the pro baseball team, and their best player was Pete Browning. Pete's an interesting guy. Had a couple of nicknames. One was the Louisville Slugger. Two, the Old Gladiator. Are you not entertained? And Pete was a great hitter. He was their best hitter. Really good hitter. Had to be a good hitter because he was a terrible fielder. His manager said, I'd rather have a wooden statue in the outfield because there's a chance the ball might hit the statue and bounce back towards the infield. Also, I love this about Pete. He was a bit of a prima donna in that he wouldn't slide. Yeah. Slide, Pete, slide. Are you kidding me? My mom would kill me. She just washed this uniform. Yeah, so Pete, a great hitter, was having a rough day when young Bud watched him. He was mired in like a 2-week slump, and his bat broke. So Bud went up to him and said, "Hey, my dad's got a woodworking shop. You want to go back and we'll see if we can't make you a new bat?" And they did. And he sat there and he told them what he liked about bats and stuff like that. And they made him bat out of white ash. Next day, Pete went 3 for 3.
Oh,
how about that?
Yeah. Now the word got out, and people came to the woodworking shop to have a bat made. But Bud's dad did not think there was any future in baseball bat making, so he turned him away. You guys, I want a bat like Pete's. We don't make bats here. You go on. Go on. We don't, no baseball bats here.
Nothing but table legs.
That's what Josh, that's what they made. They made table legs and butter churns.
Really?
Butter churns, stair railings. Wait, you want a butter churn? Come on in. Otherwise, you go on.
You're insane.
Tell your ball player friends, we don't make bats here. They can go on too. You leave the premises, or I'm going to hit you with this rounded club that I got right here.
Yeah, we do make guac though.
Yeah, table side.
There.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
Table.
better hurry up and flesh out that joke before that guac turns brown. I'm just saying.
Eventually the son's enthusiasm won out, and the dad was like, "Okay, I guess we can make bats." Bud took the business over in 1894, and he did a pretty amazing thing. Bud was the first guy to do an athlete endorsement deal.
No kidding.
Yeah, that's right. He got Honus Wagner to put his name on a bunch of their bats, and they sold the bats in the stores. Chick, do you know the nickname for Honus Wagner?
Hoppy.
No.
It wasn't Hoppy.
Anybody?
Daddy Wags.
I'm surprised Tom doesn't know
Homer?
this.
Big Daddy Wags.
He was good. He was very good. Played for the Pirates. He was the Flying Dutchman.
Ah.
That's not true.
I didn't think so. I thought that was Sally Field, actually. But
That's what
No,
I
yeah,
thought.
she was the flying nun. Yeah, no, that's.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. So yeah, he was the first guy to do sports endorsement deals. Tiger Woods and all those guys, Michael Jordan, they owe the old.
Well, that's where his baseball card. That was on the tobacco company.
Right. Yeah.
So
that's right, man. And that's the most valuable one, right, Chick?
Yeah. It just sold for over $6 million. Yeah.
$6 million for a Honus Wagner card?
Yep.
But I'm guessing the players probably didn't get any of that money.
Oh,
probably not.
I mean,
Honus is Flying Dutchman's not around anymore.
No, but I don't mean from the $6 million. I meant for the original baseball cards. I'm doubting if even then the team owners graced them with any cash.
I tell you what, you get to stay here. All right, keep your mouth shut.
Yeah,
you get to play.
All right.
You get $1.
Did you guys have? Did you have a baseball glove, Chick, with a player's name in it?
I did not. I couldn't afford one with a player's name on it, so I got. I think it was a Mizuno before Mizuno kind of sort of blew up.
Yeah.
But there was no name in it. No.
How about
Josh,
you, Greg?
Did you have? I had a Richie Zisk.
Oh, Pirate, right?
Yeah.
Pittsburgh Pirate?
I think White Sox for most of his career.
Oh,
Might have played a little with the Pirates.
I had a Cleat Boyer, but it was signed by Vic Davalillo.
Oh, okay.
That might be
Was Vic
worth
totally fine signing
really?
it?
Yeah, Vic signed it, yeah.
That's pretty cool. Josh, how about you?
Yeah, I think it was a Randy Johnson.
That's good.
The big unit.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember that?
Nice.
Remember when Randy Johnson blew up that pigeon?
Because it was a closed basket.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
That's a 1 in a million shot.
Yes, sir. If you're having
the pigeon is in Cooperstown too.
Well, parts of it.
Well, in a coop, yeah.
If you're having a bad day, go Google Randy Johnson hits a pigeon. during
It's incredible.
Pitching.
He felt bad about it too, man.
Yeah.
Was it in Seattle? Maybe.
I think it might have been.
Yeah.
The pigeon never had a chance.
Never.
Didn't even know what hit him.
No.
90 miles.
Well, the pigeon
it was a curveball.
Yeah, the pigeon was looking for a curveball time and threw a fastball.
Yeah.
Fastball, man.
Did the pigeon take first?
Could have been the knuckler. Those things bounce all over the place.
Take a base, bird.
I'm sorry. So, let's get back to the.
At least part
let's
of
get
the
back
bird.
to the Louisville Slugger.
Bud had the business, but Bud was not much of a marketer. He was good at making bats. He hooked up with a guy named Frank Bradsby, and that's when it became Hilrick and Bradsby. They took a little brief time off. They sold World War II products. You know, they help with the war cause. They sold gun stocks, track pins for tanks, and billy clubs.
Wow.
I feel like maybe we should have equipped our soldiers a little more. Hey, can I get a gun? No, we ran out. Here's a billy club.
Yeah.
Do your best.
Fellow over there got a Luger.
Do your best.
You got a
stick.
You get your bat left or right? I guess it doesn't matter.
Keep running your mouth, you won't get the stick. Okay?
Yeah.
And they wound up selling golf clubs for a time, and then they branched out into aluminum bats in the 1970s, which I think we could have ended the war a couple of years early if we had aluminum billy clubs. But
people didn't like the sound of them though, so they preferred the war.
Yeah,
they only use those in college.
College wars. College World War II.
Thank you very much.
If you use the aluminum billy clubs, people could get hurt. A lot of baseball players used Louisville Sluggers. Ted Williams said he would have been a 290 hitter without a Louisville Slugger. Huh. Ted was a career 344 average, which is insane.
Teddy baseball.
Some of the biggest bats that people used, Babe Ruth used a 50-ounce bat. Josh,
that's insane.
Yeah, it's nuts, right?
Yes.
What's a normal bat? I have no idea.
32, 33.
Yeah, when I was playing in Little League or whatever, a 36-ounce bat in the football. 36.
Okay.
Right. I mean, that's like the biggest now.
Yeah.
50 ounces.
Yeah. It's nuts.
Is there a limit? I'm sorry.
Yes, I think it's 54. Josh would probably know better than 32 to 54, Christy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Some of the other guys that use big bats, there's a guy named Dick Allen that played for the Phillies, who used a legendary big bat. Roberto Clemente, Mo Vaughn for the Red Sox, and Bryce Harper supposedly warms up with a 47-ounce bat in the cage.
Okay. I could see that.
It's nuts. Some of my favorite baseball bats over the years. You can find this one in the Hall of Fame. The one that George Brett used and got thrown out of the game, and they reversed the game because he had pine tar. Too much pine tar on the bat. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that film of George Brett running towards the umpire like he wants to kill him.
Yes.
He's standing in the dugout, and they make the ruling, and
he loses his mind.
Here he comes. Yeah.
Yeah, he was furious.
Do they have?
They reversed that. They reversed that, and the Lee McPhail reversed that.
Do they have the famous cork bat that Sammy Sosa was?
I don't know about that, man.
Where it quite clearly was modified, if you will.
Yes.
Oh yeah. No, he did it.
What does corking do?
Makes it lighter.
You get more bat speed.
Have you seen Sammy lately? He's modified himself.
I don't know what's going on, but yeah, he absolutely is. He's almost. I don't know if you'd reckon. Well, yeah,
it's a very odd look.
It is.
I want to mention that Greg Warren is going to be at the Caravan in Louisville. That's starting this Thursday evening, running through Saturday for some great live stand-up comedy. And by then, we hope to have a tag for the guac hunk. The guac hunk.
Yeah, man. I hope so, but we're going 15 years on that bit, Tom. It just had.
I like it. I like that.
Thanks.
Setup.
I wouldn't worry too much. I mean, you got enough strong. In fact, over this past weekend, the two shows I had, I did Flute Man, and it still works, man. It still kills. It's a strong bit. Yeah.
Josh is your buddy. You can use that.
So, are we going to talk to you again later this week? Is that correct?
I'm coming in live.
In studio. Okay, good. We'll look forward to it. Thank you, Greg.
This is the first time hearing about this grab ass. No way.
Okay, well, thank you, Greg.
See you, man.
You can polish off our Louisville Slugger talk when we see you live and in the studio coming up on Thursday. I will remind you right now, we'll also do a quick quiz. Chick McGee, what is your sleep number setting?
100. That means I have a firm mattress. And the sleep number bed stays firm, unlike conventional mattresses.
But you could change that setting at the touch of a button and go to a much more soft mattress feel. For example, Christy Lee, your setting is?
You could try 45, Chick.
No, that would be
nice.
I could.
But
That's
it would be
true.
less firm. That's the beauty of the Sleep Number bed. Everybody's happy, and either side of the bed has its own setting. So over there, it could be 45, and over here, it could be 100. Sleep Number has some tips for you. And by the way, they've got something interesting out there now. It's called temperature balancing bedding, like the Sleep Number True Temp bedding. Oh, that's nice. Get a nice, cool set of bedding, on these hot days. Now, if you want to choose proven quality sleep, check out the Sleep Number bed, because right now they have the best special ever. You can save $500 on the Sleep Number 360 C4 Smart Bed. A queen is only $12.99. Sleep Number's lowest price ever. I'll say it again. The famous Sleep Number 360 C4 Smart Bed Queen, only $12.99. Details are found, of course, at your Sleep Number store. How do you find them? sleepnumber.com/BT Show. I know I love my Sleep Number bed. Coming up, we have interesting restaurant kind of tied to an old TV show. Plus, we got a loose zebra. We've got an interesting story about the James Webb telescope and a possible fraud when we come back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Just got to get a hold of us? Call, fax, mail, or email. Get all the contact information you need at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
The Law Minute with ex-attorney Jack Thomas.
You know, I got a lot of mail here at the ex-law office. Well, this comes from young Davey Radonovich. He asks, what is the difference between slander and libel? Well, what kind of idiotic, stupid question is that? What kind of little pea-brain moron would write me? I think if I were you, little Davey, I'd worry more about inbreeding than I would about the law. Davey, that was slander. If I would have written it down, it would have been libel.
This has been the Law Minute with ex-attorney Jack Thomas.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, the law is your friend. It's the lawyers you have to watch out for. And remember this, the preceding has been a joke, not legal advice. Learn to know the difference.
Sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
Hey, Bob and Tom fans, it's a gift you can give. They can open every day. Need something special for someone special and you need it quick? How about giving them total access to the entire Bob and Tom library? It's a Bob and Tom VIP membership, and you can give it as a gift to someone else. Just check out the link at the top of our website, bobandtom.com. Spell it out, BOBANDTOM, bobandtom.com. That's where you go for all the latest information, news, highlights from your favorite morning show. It's us right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Check out bobandtom.com.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Joo Hyung Kim is the second youngest PGA Tour winner since World War II. He's 20 years old, from South Korea. He goes by Tom, and he made a name for himself at the Wyndham Championship in Greensboro, North Carolina. He shot 61 and captured his first PGA Tour by 5 shots. Kevin Harvick got his groove back, fittingly at one of his favorite tracks. Harvick ended a 65-race winless drought that lasted nearly 2 years with his 6th victory at Michigan International Speedway yesterday. And Scott Dixon passed Mario Andretti for second on IndyCar's all-time win list with a win yesterday in the messy Music City Grand Prix in Nashville. Major League Baseball yesterday, interleague action. Pirates beat the Orioles, St. Louis over the Yankees, and San Francisco beat Oakland. American League winners, Cleveland, Tampa Bay, Kansas City, Toronto, the White Sox, and Seattle. And National League year winners, Philly, Miami, Cincinnati, the Mets, Arizona, and the Dodgers. A full slate last night in the WNBA, Chicago, Vegas, Los Angeles, and Minnesota, your winners. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
A drunk woman in Florida was arrested for driving a golf cart on the highway. What you failed to mention, she blew a .12 over par. I don't know if you saw this chick. There's a new Velveetini made with Velveeta cheese. Yeah. What you failed to mention, the drink will run you $12, or for the same experience, you could just let a bum throw up in your mouth.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom 24/7. My name is Jim Gaffigan. I have to go and, well, I just had a so you know where I'm going.
Frigamall Broadcasting presents another Bob and Tom Olympic moment in history.
Beautiful Katharina Witt of East Germany became a household name in women's figure skating after her gold medal performance at the 1984 Winter Games in Sarajevo. 4 years later, at the Calgary Games, she successfully defended her title. Then, 10 years after that, in 1998, she posed naked in Playboy magazine, a move which critics said severely tarnished her image and marketability. Men throughout the world were outraged. If Katerina were going to pose nude, why had she not done it in 1988 when we were all fascinated by what she must look like without clothing?
Yeah.
To wait 10 years after her physical prime, when we had all clearly moved on to Nancy Kerrigan, was a slap in the face to male fans everywhere and goes against the very spirit of the Olympic Games.
Yes.
Hello, Michelle Kwan, are you listening?
It has been another Bob and Tom Olympic moment in history.
Hey, guy, it's Kid Tarmac. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Kid Tarmac.
It's time once again for people who suck at small talk.
Hey, nice weather we're having today, don't you think?
Yeah, it is rather amazing the cyclical manner in which meteorological trends manifest themselves.
Jeez, sorry I asked.
Join us again next time for people who suck at small talk.
Hey, this is comedian Ron White, and you're listening to Bob.
I think on tambourine.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey.
There's Josh Arnold at the upside sidekick desk.
Hey, chick.
There's Christopher Geisen is here.
Ace had a doctor's appointment.
Oh.
So do we get the Christopher Geisen joke of the day?
I think we must.
Gonna have to. We're getting waved off. I may need a little preparation, Christopher.
I have one.
Oh, right. Wow.
Well,
really?
He's very definite.
I hope it's filthy.
I hope it gets the dump on.
So this guy's lost.
Okay,
and he goes
so
to this farmer's house.
I'll do the intro. Here we go.
Here's Tom.
Poor Chris. Who's that sexy guy with the bald head? Chris Geisen. Here he is with his joke of the day.
Yeah.
What kind of tree can you sit on?
What kind of tree can you sit on? I give up.
A cherry tree.
You know what? It's certainly in line.
The tradition continues.
It is right on brand. Yes.
There we go.
Yes.
That'll be
here.
Thank you very much, Christopher. Where were we? Oh, we were talking to Christy Lee at the news desk. What have we missed?
Well, a Missouri man is on the hunt for a zebra that escaped from his property in Miller County.
On the what?
Hunt.
Oh, okay.
It's a zebra hunt. Are you happy?
The zebra's been on the
Are
run.
zebras black with white stripes or white with
shut
black
up.
stripes? Okay.
Joe McDivitt said he bought the zebra named Marty about 3 months ago.
Marty.
McDivitt said the recent construction work near Marty's enclosure spooked him and he made his jailbreak. Can you just buy a zebra? Where do you get that?
Amazon.
Christy, I thought about that and I Googled it.
Yeah?
And it depends, I think, on the state or maybe the county, but to own a zebra, it has to go through a number of tests to make sure that it doesn't have any, I guess, equine diseases or something.
Oh, okay.
Well,
And then because zebras are barcoded,
Are they?
you don't have to microchip them.
Well, that's good, yeah.
You just walk up and I have a question. Wouldn't it be pretty easy to find this thing?
I would think.
In
it
any
would
given
stand
county,
out.
aren't people seeing it all over the place?
I mean,
This is the second or
if you're
third
in Missouri and you see a zebra, you're going to go, hey, wait a minute.
Well, I mean, if it's in an enclosed area, that's fine. But this one's apparently out on the loose.
Right. That's what I mean. If it shows up on your yard, you're going to be suspicious.
Mommy, why is that zebra wearing jail clothes? And I still love the places.
Fur, you dummy.
Mommy,
Don't you
there's a
love that?
weird horse.
You love what?
I love those jails that have the big stripes, like in the old Three Stooges movies.
Are there still some?
There are
No.
a couple.
No,
Really?
there
Yes,
aren't.
there are. Absolutely.
Oh, that guy in Arizona, the sheriff or something, had him.
I thought he was
he had him in pink.
Yeah.
No, and he has the big lead ball that you're attached to.
What? That's still a thing?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh no, that's funny.
The old ball and chain, as
The
they
old
say.
Ball and chain. Yeah.
I thought that was your wife.
Men acquitted being married to being in prison.
Josh, they're prisons. You know what? You get home, you know what time it is? It's time to talk about your day.
How was your day, honey?
What was your day? My day.
So, I'll have to find out more about this missing zebra.
Pat, do you have a song about a zebra?
Remember the wandering zebra out in California? Was it the story we had about a year ago? Just wandering around.
You know, to help things along,
Just
I'm going
sing
to
it.
say yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
I can find that.
Shoehorn this in.
If this needs more background, I'll be happy to find the background
What
for
a
you, Pat.
half-assed effort. I tell you what.
Let's see now. The zebras. Oh, here we go. How about a guy? The first one that came up is a zoo in Cairo.
Oh, that painted?
They painted a donkey black and white to make it look like a zebra, and a student visiting caught them.
Yeah.
Oh my!
They did that when I went to Tijuana in the late '80s. They did that. There was a donkey. You could get a picture taken with it. He was wearing a sombrero, and he was painted like a zebra.
Unbelievable.
Absolutely.
Okay, is this the one, Pat, where the zebra escapes the circus?
I'm not quite sure.
Okay, well, what is going to help you with this song?
I'll just sing it.
Okay.
Well, I'm the type of zebra who'll never settle down.
That's right.
I broke out of the zoo and I roam around the town. Yeah, I like to eat some bark. An apple if it's ripe. Oh, it's hard to blend in a park. You know on account of the stripes. They call me the wanderer, the zebra wanderer. My stripes go up and down and up and down. Yeah, I'm a Marty from Madagascar. The movie didn't get it right. Zebras aren't from there. Try to pet me, I will bite. Don't put a saddle on my back. I'll make you cry, kick you in the face, give you a 3-week black eye. Here come my handlers with tranquilizers. My stripes go up and down.
He's out, folks.
Yes.
It's amazing how often zebras get loose. I just Googled loose zebras. WTTG-TV.
Channel 17, Atlanta. Well, it used to be.
No, it's in Maryland.
Okay.
Yeah, they got a zebra running along a road in Upper Marlboro.
Yeah.
Oh, that's flavor country.
Yeah,
Sure is.
And the zebra's out of breath. He's. I don't know if they caught this one or not, but yeah, they're out there. Zebras.
We also have a boa constrictor on the loose. Authorities in Walker, Michigan have received reports of a large boa. The Kent County Sheriff's Office said the reptile spotted Kent County.
I'm sorry.
You know, Tom, you're right. We are children.
Yes.
Yeah.
The reptile has been spotted around Indian Mounds Drive, an area near 2 local parks. They believe it is a pet that got away from home. The Kent County Parks Department has urged anyone who sees the snake to call animal control. This isn't the first time a snake has gotten loose in Kent County.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, more than 40 years ago, Josh. Big Sid A circus python that got loose in Standale made national headlines. That snake was a reported 16-foot-long, 140-pound reptile.
Jeez.
Kids were advised to stay indoors as city leaders and local police spent several days looking
Kids were
for the
advised to
snake.
stay indoors.
You know what, though, Big Sid?
Yeah.
Salt of the earth.
Really?
Yeah,
Give you the-
seriously, good people.
Give you the shirt
He'd
off
just
his
give you a
back.
quick hug.
Oh, yeah.
He's a hugger.
Yeah,
Oh, he loves to
He
hug.
could eat a child.
Yeah, that's why they said,
Yeah.
hey, kids, don't go outside.
Wow. What was the name of the one that's on the loose now? They don't know?
It doesn't say.
It's Big Boa.
El Cid.
Yeah. How about David? How about this one? Wow. David Boa.
I like David Boa.
All right.
This is terrifying.
Larry Boa.
They don't say how big this snake is, though. I'm reading the article right now.
Yeah, it could be a
Rocky
baby.
Balboa.
Boa. We don't
No, it's
know.
not a baby, but I mean, are you supposed to play dead if you see a snake? Is that how that works?
No.
Oh, that's a grizzly bear?
Yeah, you're supposed
Okay.
to walk away.
Okay, all right. Okay, very good. Now, they say that they think it's a lost pet.
Right.
But there are a lot of other lost pets right now in that area.
Yeah, there will be more. Yeah.
Cat and dog population thinning a little bit.
Small dogs, yeah.
Okay. Coming up, we're going to talk with comedian Reno Collier, which reminds me, Reno is part of the power trio of Reno Collier, Josh Arnold, and Jeff Oskey. On the road again this weekend. They're continuing that Midwestern hunk. Richmond, Indiana, Friday at the Fourth Blues Club, the Fourth Floor Blues Club, I should say.
Oh, not the fourth one.
No, it's the Fourth Floor Blues Club.
That's right.
The Third Floor Blues Club.
Not as good.
They got the blues so
I
bad.
started on the first floor, made my way
my
up.
Lord.
Okay.
Can't wait to get to the 10th.
Okay. And then on the 13th, you're at the Legion in Martinsville. So the trio is back out there. Got another great review. This has a question I don't understand here. Good morning, gentlemen, and the lovely Christy Lee. I want to thank those guys, the aforementioned Jeff, Josh, and Reno, doing their stand-up comedy, for a very funny evening. I wanted to know how Josh and Mary's date went.
It was a naughty time.
Oh, really?
Mary was a woman of a certain age that came to the show.
By certain, you mean old?
Well, older, yeah. I don't know.
Dirt?
What?
Why are you
older than dirt? What are you saying?
You know, she was a big fan.
She's a human being.
Well, I want a number here.
Yeah, how old do you think she was?
90?
No, she wasn't 90.
80? 70?
I'm not going to
Say
a
nothing,
gentleman
say
doesn't
nothing,
guess
Josh,
a woman's
say
age.
So you
there was some heckling, and so I may have teased her and her daughter about some relations that might occur.
Three-way?
She was a golden girl, and we have golden girl in the news.
Okay, thank you, Christy.
You're welcome.
It was a three-way
Josh.
later that evening, right? A three-way?
Oh, but
Mother-daughter deal?
This may lead to one of my favorite Pat Godwin songs.
Oh, God.
A three-way?
Yeah, no, about dating an elderly woman.
Oh, I got you.
Okay, that'll be fun. We'll get to that. It involves broken hips and other broken things. When we come back, I'm looking forward to it. Also, comedian Reno Collier coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. The show is also out there for you on our YouTube channel. Watch and subscribe. Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
All right, this magician, he gets his job on a cruise ship. So he's working this cruise ship, and he does his act every night. In the front row is the captain of the ship with a parrot on her shoulder. So every night he does his act. Well, by the third night, the parrot starts figuring out his magician's act. So he starts heckling the magician, and it's in his sleeve. It's under his hat. His assistant has it. So that night, they hit an iceberg, and the ship goes down. The magician wakes up floating on a piece of driftwood, and the parrot is sitting on the end of the driftwood, and they stare at each other for 2 days and don't say a word. They just look at each other all mad. Finally, the bird goes, I give. Where's the boat?
Bob and Tom.
For your information, these are two of the worst kids I have ever encountered in my life, and I worked the state fair.
We were stupid before stupid was cool.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. We've got podcasts for you available. You can download them for free at bobandtom.com/podcast. The Bits and Pieces podcast to dive into the archives. You can learn a lot about the show just listening to the Bits and Pieces podcast. Plus, it's a lot of fun. Whether you're a long-time listener or just beginning to listen, it's a great way to find out what the heck is going on. Also, That Josh Arnold podcast, where Josh discusses fun topics, and the Bob and Tom Show Extra podcast, some extra Bob and Tom weekday afternoons at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Again, you can download for free and listen at any time at bobandtom.com/podcast.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom Entertainment News Update. Carrie Underwood, Keith Urban, and Sting are among the musicians who will pay tribute to Vince Gill in a CMT special this fall. Brad Paisley, Chris Stapleton, Maren Morris, Ricky Skaggs, and others are going to perform on the special CMT Giants, Vince Gill. That special will include vintage interviews as well as a new one with Gill in which he reflects on his career and reveals his plans for the future. CMT Giants Vince Gill airs on September 16th. Snoop Dogg will play a vampire hunter in the new Jamie Foxx series Day Shift. Foxx plays a pool cleaner who hunts vampires as a side hustle, but he does not make as much as Big John Elliott, played by Snoop. That series premieres Friday on Netflix. It's the last of the big summer movie releases, and Bullet Train finished atop the box office list, but the Brad Pitt-led movie earned an underwhelming $30 million in ticket sales in opening weekend. That's only a third of what it reportedly cost to make. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey, hi, this is Tom.
And this is Chick from the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Christy, what's the best way to get full access to the show?
Hey, what? You introduced me.
That would be to become a Bob and Tom VIP.
Very good. Now, Josh, what's a feature of Bob and Tom VIP?
Wait a minute.
Well, the live 5-camera video stream of the show, plus a podcast of the show and comedy from the Bob and Tom archives.
Excellent. Chick, what do you have to say for yourself?
Become a Bob and Tom VIP now. Just go to bobandtom.com/VIP.
See, that was worth the wait, wasn't it?
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
The next time you're traveling, don't forget about the historical and beautiful state of Illinois. Catch a Cubs game at Wrigley Field in Chicago. Hit a riverboat casino in Peoria. And make sure you visit the charming community of Effingham, Illinois, where Interstate 70 meets the Little Wabash River.
And whenever you're in Effingham, visit the Effinghouse Family Restaurant.
Founded in 1854 by the corpulent railroad magnate Colonel Harry S. Effing, the Effinghouse Family Restaurant is one of America's oldest and finest dining establishments.
Start your day with the delicious Effing Country Breakfast featuring an Effing omelet with toast, grits, and a big Effing beverage of your choice.
Or try our BED, the Big Effing Deal. Once again this week, it's Effing ham and eggs.
For lunch, try the huge Effing burger, pan-fried in a rich butter sauce mixed with big Effing egg yolks. We call it the Effing Heart Attack.
It's an effing experience you'll never forget. And what about dinner?
Juicy effing steaks with fresh effing veggies and a creme brulee that's effing out of this effing world. Or go effing nuts with a hot fudge sundae.
How would you rate the Effinghouse Family Restaurant?
It was the best effing experience of my life.
Rate this place? Well, I wouldn't give it a B. I wouldn't even give it a C because it's effing A.
In Effingham, Illinois, it's the Effinghouse Family Restaurant. You'll have an effing good time.
Hello, this is comedian John Evans. Padoom, 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 and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
I babysat a cat a couple weeks ago. No, it went in the show.
Oh, he.
Then he started picking his out of his litter box and dropping him in the middle of the living room floor.
Well, this is a protest.
It did seem like some sort of action. Cats are,
that's funny.
jerks, basically.
Can be.
Cats are jerks.
Hi, this is Greg Warren, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold.
Chicky.
At the upside sidekick desk. Look at him over there.
Look at you.
Right back
Look at that punum. Will you look at him?
That what?
Punum.
Punum. What's a punum?
His face.
Yeah, face.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they stopped using that word
like, I think,
a while back. It sounded too much like...
I think face in Latin, I believe, is facie, I think.
What?
It might be something like that.
You've got the cutest little facie.
Yeah.
God, be careful.
Fa.
F-A-C-I.
Pat, you're on probation. It's unbelievable.
See how I did that, Pat? Sucked you right
Got
in.
me in trouble.
Just go back to punum.
Christopher's here, but he's not speaking.
There he is.
I'm speaking. Hi.
And he's drunk, evidently. Did you hear that?
Well, he said he was speaking hi.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom.
And then we had this letter about the...
Letters. We get letters.
We've got this little tour going on right now with comedians Reno Collier, Josh Arnold, and Jeff Oskey.
It's very good.
A couple of dates over the weekend. We're getting lots of mail from folks who said it was a great show. Your next show is... you got a couple of them coming up this weekend in Richmond and Indiana and Martinsville. You'll be Friday at the 4th Floor Blues Club in Richmond and Saturday at the Legion in Martinsville. This was an inquiry about the past shows over the weekend, and apparently you hooked up with a woman named Mary.
There was no actual hooking up, unfortunately. She had to go.
She was an elderly woman, and her daughter was there with her. And
yeah.
You were gonna rock that walker.
I offered to. Yeah. But
climb all over that cracked hip.
That's right.
Okay.
What is it? The older the berry, the sweeter the juice.
Yeah.
What is it? The older the what?
Berry.
Berry.
Berry. What you think he said?
Okay.
You thought I said cherry.
The older the cherry, the dustier the entrance. Pat, you have a famous song about this.
Famous, I would call it.
Good. Another song.
With a great arrangement from Steve Ali. You ready over there, buddy?
Yeah, I'm always ready.
Okay, here we go.
Girl. Oh, sorry.
Girl, the food was great. The company, even better. Why sit here all night long, going on about the weather? I know it's our first date, and good girls gotta wait. But I just turned 83. You said you're 78. Come on, the night is young, we're not. Hop on the paddy wagon. The moon is full, you know what I'm thinking. Let's make love, we're old and we're shrinking. The hour's late, let's just do it on our first date. Come on. Unhook your girdle and take off that face. Let's crawl into bed, cut to the chase. It'll be just great. Let's do it on our first date. I took Viagra an hour ago. Put your teeth in a jar by the bed. Look here who's poking out, waking from the dead. I want you right now, so don't give me no lip. It's too late for your hymen, but I might break a hip. The hour is late, let's get to it on our first date. Our first date. The her with arthritis, arterial thrombosis, acute angina, and your halitosis. It'll be great, let's do it on our first date. We're too old to worry about moving so fast. So if you're wearing Depends, I'll just hose off your ass. Alzheimer's and repeat myself. I may have Alzheimer's and repeat myself. Good girls wait or broad swing. You can take off your clothes, cause I can't see a thing. The hour is late, let's do it on our first date. I may have Alzheimer's and repeating myself. I may have Alzheimer's and repeating myself. I may have Alzheimer's and repeating myself. I may have Alzheimer's and repeating myself on our first date. You guys have been great.
Oh, very nice.
That is so nice. Great arrangement by Steve Elliott.
Why didn't we have him sing it live?
No, he just did sing it live. I can't get the whole band in here, but thank you very much.
Why, it's nice.
Isn't that a nice song?
Mm-hmm.
And the true story of love among the elderly in the world of Viagra. Viagra, Cialis, et cetera, et
There's
cetera.
a great story in People magazine last week about a 93-year-old man and an 88-year-old woman who just got married.
Sick.
Met online dating. It's
Really?
great. Yeah.
Is there? I mean, there obviously is. What is the name of the dating service for the elderly?
That's a good question.
There is one.
Mumble? Fumble?
Stumble.
Tender?
You'll do.
You'll do.
Yeah.
Plenty of
dust.
stitches. What is it? Plenty of fishes? What is it? I'm sorry. Speaking of the elderly, probably the most famous situation comedy in American television.
Oh, there's Silver Singles.
Oh, really? Silver Singles?
Uh-huh. Yep.
All right.
Our Time is the one that you see a lot of.
Oh, that's right. Our Time.
Yeah.
Or less time.
How?
To be fair.
What are the parameters for the what did you silver singles?
Silver Singles, 50 and up.
Oh, hell,
Wow.
there we go.
That's silver. I mean, do they have them like for the really old?
Wait a minute. How old you want?
I'm just asking. I mean,
those 83 and 90 or something, right? You just said that, Chris.
They have one for slutty old women called Hi Ho Silver.
Really?
Wow.
That's right.
I mean, do they? I'm sure there are probably also subcategories for the elderly.
I'm sure. I mean,
But whatever your particular.
well, there's like Christian Mingle and all of those that they don't put an age on.
No, but I'm saying I wonder if the ones for the elderly, if they have ones for specific religions or
probably
sexual perversions or sexual
perversions, maybe inclinations.
What are we doing?
Would be a better word.
Well, I mean, some of the stuff, old man loves trees, something like that.
Oh yeah.
If you love a tree, you don't need to be on a dating site. You can pick one up anywhere.
Old man loves
Can't
trees.
pick up a tree. What are you talking about?
Now, coming up, we're going to talk with comedian Reno Collier. Oh, do we have time to do the Golden Girls thing?
I don't know.
We can do that. We'll do that with Reno.
Okay.
I was just gonna say, speaking of the older folks out there, hello, and there's a special Golden Girls news story today.
Yes, coming up.
But right now, what have you got over there, Josh?
Well, I would like to tell you about an incredible app that everyone who buys gas needs to know about, Upside. Our listeners are earning cash back for every gallon of gas every time they fill up. And let's be honest, if you are filling up for gas these days, you might need a little cash back. Download the free Upside app in the App Store or Google Play right now. Use promo code Bob and Tom for 25 cents per gallon or more on your first fill up. And that is cash in your pocket. Don't pay full price at the pump anymore. Get cash back using Upside. It's easy. It's real cash, and it really adds up. In fact, $1 million cash back is being earned by users each week. Not year, not 2 years. Each week, $1 million. People can earn 3 times more cash back with Upside than any other product. This includes loyalty programs and credit card rewards. It's available at businesses all over America, 30,000 plus total businesses, including big name brands and those gas stations you use all the time. Just use promo code Bob and Tom when you download the Upside app. Download the free Upside app. Use promo code Bob and Tom to get 25 cents per gallon or more cash back on your first tank. That's code Bob and Tom, BOBANDTOM, on the Upside app.
Thank you very much, Josh. I'm just looking up for some of these older folks' dating services. There's eGeezer.
Oh, yeah.
eGeezer?
Okay, maybe I made that one up.
We'll be right back. We're going to have a quick meeting here, Tom.
When we come back, we're going to talk with comedian Reno Collier.
Oh, boy.
And we're going to hear about the Golden Girls. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Reno Collier on a Monday joining us. You can find out more at RenoCollierComedy.com. A look at history with Tom Griswold coming up, as well as things we learned on the show today. We learn a lot during the course of the show each and every day. Today, no exception. So we'll be back with that, as well as Reno Collier and you right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning. Good morning, I'm Mark Allison with a look at things you may have missed. It's a double surprise at the Cincinnati Zoo. A full-term hippopotamus born there last week. The surprise wasn't the hippo was born. It was the size in comparison to its sibling Fiona, which was born prematurely back in 2017. She weighed only 29 pounds when she arrived 6 weeks early. The new calf, much larger. The other surprise involves the calf's mother, Bibi. The zoo discovered she was pregnant around April Fool's Day. The joke was on zoo officials because Bibi at the time was on birth control. And for years, protecting sea turtles has been part of the practice for beach crews in many coastal areas of the U.S., but beach crews in Mississippi haven't had much practice in that skill because there'd been no sign of nesting turtles over the past 4 years. Now that's changed. A crew on Harrison County Sand Beach found turtle tracks recently. They then shielded the area, called in marine life officials who found and marked off the nesting site. It's believed the eggs belong to a protected loggerhead sea turtle or an even rarer Kemp's Ridley sea turtle, the most critically endangered sea turtle species. The exact type won't be known until the eggs hatch out in a month or two. And that's a look at things you may have missed on a Monday. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show. Looking to buy a new car, but the looking part is getting old hat? Well, maybe you need to try shopping at Bob Bile Motors. Bob Bile Motors.
Hi. Just stop into Bob Bile Motors and I'll show you my Take a test drive and I'll also let you see my
That's Bob Bile Motors.
And hey guys, during Bob Bile's Celebration Bonanza Days, if you buy a car from Bob Bile Motors, I'll not only show you my and my I'll let you in the and after that, you're in the
Is that even possible? It is at Bob Bile Motors. Bob Bile Motors. Why the hell shop anywhere else?
Somebody get me a towel.
Due to pending litigation, Bob Bile Motors is suspending free hunt on Fridays.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
She was like an alien or a robot that hadn't quite perfected how to be a human being yet. Right? Like there was little clues along the way.
Like what? Like what?
She would say, like, she got all of her aphorisms wrong. Like she'd be like, I don't have a horse in this fight. And I'd be like, well, I don't think you should, but I think you mean dog. And she'd be like, oh, error. And I'd be like,
oh, wow. That's a robot.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
I can hear you, oh no. You're talking out your ass again.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Before we go, thought I'd tell you the true story of Susie Suzuki and Sam Samurai.
Now, this is the true story.
Yeah.
Okay.
As told by yours truly,
Tom Whiskey, Frontier Doctor.
Well, good morning. Well, I never will forget it. Susie Suzuki had to get married at a very young age.
Yep.
She was impregnated by her husband, Hyaston. She never really liked Hyaston, but they had 12 children. Now, Hyaston up and died, and Susie remarried.
Uh-huh.
I'll tell you, it was really something because she married her true love, Sam Samurai.
Oh, touching.
Yep. With Sam, she had 12 more children.
Wow.
Well, finally, after many years, Susie died.
I wonder why.
I'll never forget it. I was standing right next to her at the funeral home, well, next to her body.
Mm-hmm.
Two little old ladies were staring down at Susie with tears in their eyes, and the first little old lady said, well, they're finally together. The second little old lady said, who, Susie and her first husband, or Susie and Sam Samurai? No, neither. Her legs.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you.
I'm warning you, don't do that.
There's laughter ahead.
I should be having a better time if this is a party.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Are you a single guy? I used to be married, but I'm divorced now. Yeah, my marriage wasn't working out. I was driving down the road one day, and my wife ripped the rear view mirror out of the windshield and beat me in the head with it.
What?
You'd have thought nobody had ever made love to her sister. She was just as bad. Yeah. She used to brag, I can count the number of men I've been to bed with on one hand, and then she'd do it too. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Hi, this is comedian Tim Cavanaugh, and you're listening to Up.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi, Chick.
Hi, there's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
He's perched at the upside sidekick desk. Look at
Never leave it.
Up there, sitting on top of his desk like a catcher in the squatting position. Ready for anything. Christopher Geisen is here.
Morning.
That's enough.
Sitting in for Ace Cosby.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom.
Ace will be back tomorrow. We'll get a double dose of the Ace Cosby joke of the day, Ace. I believe
barely wait.
Doctor's appointment, I believe.
Yeah.
We were talking about dating websites for the elderly.
Yes.
In the wake of Josh trying to pick up a old lady, literally, over the weekend at a show with Reno Collier, Jeff Oskey, and Josh. And Reno joins us now from his home in Tennessee. Reno, good morning, sir.
Good morning, my friends. How are you?
We received an email asking how Josh's efforts went with, I believe it was Mary.
That's right. Yeah.
The sweet old lady.
That's right.
Very sweet.
And we got us on that topic. We were trying to find out if there was, in fact, a website, a dating site just for the elderly.
There are.
Yeah, it turns out that there are. Right?
Silver, what did I say?
Silver Bush.
That's right.
Oh, no.
Silver Bush.
Silver singles.
Sometimes the name says it all.
And our
Long
time.
balls.
I don't know why we're all laughing.
Yeah, because I'm 44.
Yeah, okay.
Now, I look at the schedule here, Reno, and it looks like the power trio of you and Jeff Oskey and Josh. Again, this weekend, you guys are heading out. And it'll be Richmond and Martinsville, Indiana this weekend. We'll give you some details on that. Did you have a good weekend?
Yes, sir. It was the shows were awesome. Jeff and Josh, it was a freaking blast. The only thing is I dropped them off and I got pulled over by the cops.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. And, well, here's the thing. I can't say whether or not I got a ticket, but if I could just read something real quick, and this will let you know whether I got it or not.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
I, Reno Collier, promise as a comedian never to do a donut joke about cops, and I encourage all of my friends to stop as well. Cops get it, let it go. Just because the road workers are never working doesn't mean it's not a real work zone. Those orange cones are not there for an obstacle course. Number 3, law and order is not real. Stop asking if we need a warrant to search your car when it smells like a skunk's wearing an air freshener. And number 4, the Bob and Tom Show rocks.
Oh, that's very kind. Thank you, officer. Now, Reno, speaking of old folks, we have an interesting tribute to a TV show about old folks, Christy.
Yeah, a pop-up restaurant has opened in Los Angeles based on the TV show The Golden Girls. The restaurant includes Golden Girls references in the decor, such as a replica of the women's kitchen counter, a recreation of Blanche's bedroom, and drinks served up by the Shady Pines Bar.
Oh.
The menu also features nods to the show, like Sophia's lasagna and other various flavors of cheesecake.
I was going to ask if cheesecake, because they were always eating cheesecake.
The pop-up only has reservations through late October, but its popularity has organizers planning to take it on the road to New York, Chicago, San Francisco, and, of course, Miami.
Yeah, still no Cosby Show pop-up.
No.
Hey, Mom, these pancakes taste like Benadryl and roofies.
You'll be fine. Enjoy them.
Just relax.
Yeah. Strong drink.
I think it's going to be only open from 2 to 4 in the afternoon. I don't
Was
know why.
Blanche the hot one?
Well, she was the promiscuous one. Yeah, Rue McClanahan.
The southern kind of.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I kind of dug her when I was younger.
Really?
Yeah, I did. Better than Maud or whoever the other one was.
B. Arthur.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She was immensely talented, B. Arthur.
Oh, all four of them were hysterical.
Oh, yeah.
Singer.
What do you mean immensely talented?
Oh, she was.
What do you mean?
She sang?
Yeah, she was a
She could
musical
deliver a
artist.
punchline that was written for her.
Maud was a revolutionary program. It was great
was?
stuff. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Maud, sit. Oh, that's funny. Wow.
I don't think I ever watched Maude.
That was
I
good.
don't think I ever watched Golden Girls.
I didn't watch much of that either.
Yeah, we watched Golden. It was like a family viewing thing. Yeah,
So is this Reno gives me, you always got that question, which one do you want, Ginger or Marianne? Is that now a thing for the Golden Girls?
Well, I think Betty White would be right up there.
Well, her
I don't know,
character was
her
so
character.
flaky and silly.
Yeah, but
Rue
guys love Betty White.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
Rue McClanahan kind of threw it all out there. Like, she's ready to go. You know what I mean?
And wasn't that one of the themes of the show?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Quite the round heels, if you
Yes. An
But B.
appropriate-
Arthur's mom was like 3 feet tall. Like, that didn't make any sense to me.
And she was,
You know what I mean?
And wasn't she the youngest of all the actresses?
She was.
Yep.
Yeah.
Technically.
Estelle Spaghetti.
Sophia.
Her last name was Getty. See, her middle name, her nickname was Spa.
That is dumb.
So much for having a little bit of fun.
Okay,
Well, we
were. Christy, what else have you got over there?
Hey, the U.S. Army's developing what they describe as a tactical brassiere for female soldiers. The final concepts and designs for the bra will be presented to the Army Uniform Board this fall.
What, do the soldiers put their boobs in them?
Yeah.
Okay.
And if approved, the bra will be added to the U.S. Army uniform. Right now, they're all braless. Did you know that? Apparently.
What?
No.
Really?
They're going commando.
Hundreds of female soldiers in the Army in different places and in different jobs have been surveyed to gather information about the proper fit, function, support, and performance of the bra.
Christy, do some female soldiers have big boobs and others sort of medium size?
Yeah, they don't put you in the Army just based on your boob size.
Oh.
You don't have to have a standard
I hope
size.
the bigger boobed women aren't up at the front. You
Why
know what
is
I mean?
that?
Send the flatties up there.
You're making friends everywhere.
Well, I just think it's
Okay.
That's just,
Tests
we have
were
to lose
conducted
any
in developing
flats.
current
So there are
prototype.
flatties and fatties.
Check,
Is that what
check
you've got?
this out, you
Listen,
guys.
listen to this.
You ever seen a flatty fatty? It's weird.
There's something interesting here.
Oh, sorry.
Tests were conducted in developing the current prototype, including flame testing at DevCom's thermal test facility.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, it's probably some kind of Nomex or whatever.
Probably.
Have you seen there's the Swiss Army, of course, famous for its
Oh, yeah?
I'm sure, Reno, I'm sure you've seen the Swiss Army bra. It's got like a cell phone, it's got folding money, keys. I saw one with a sawzall, which can come in handy if you're the Swiss Army because you're not really defending anything.
Right. Yeah.
You're just
You're building stuff.
yeah.
Spoon, a fork, you can pick your teeth. It's all
Can
there.
opener.
But this is serious business.
Corkscrew.
I mean, obviously they have women of all sizes in the military, but one would have thought that they would have had an official brassiere. I don't know.
Like those
Yeah,
black
they do.
glasses.
Especially after the thing in Vietnam,
What
What was
thing?
that?
the tit offensive.
Ah. I don't know.
I believe it was Tet.
It absolutely was tat.
Yes, it was tat.
Sorry. Holiday in Vietnam.
Sorry.
I think it's like a New Year's. Happy New Year, I believe.
Happy New Year. Okay, sorry.
Oh, boy.
Tat offensive, I believe is what you're looking for.
One of us had said that.
No joke.
Hey, those are that brazier. Look at that. Do you have 2 strategically placed bullets in there? Or are you just glad to see me?
Is that in the first Austin Powers where they have
the fembots that can shoot?
Fembots, yeah, of course.
Yeah, and laser.
That's why there's not older women in the military, because that stomp your left and drag your right turns into something totally different.
Well, look, yeah, you're right, Chick. I just looked. It is the Tet Offensive. Sorry.
Yes.
Sorry, New Year's.
Speaking of fashion,
Vietnam thing.
Luxury fashion brand, and I don't know if this is the correct pronunciation, Balenciaga is selling a so-called trash bag for $1,790.
Trash bag.
The luggage accessory modeled on a disposable garbage bag.
You go with accessory. That's interesting.
Accessory? Yeah, because this is
once again, where
accessory.
are you from? You say don and accessory.
It's made from calfskin leather and comes in 4 color variations.
Oh, baby cows.
Black, white and red, blue and black, or yellow and black.
So it looks like a garbage bag.
Yeah. Fashion designer Demna said, quote,
Demna.
I am Demna.
I couldn't miss an opportunity to make the most expensive trash bag in the world because who doesn't love a fashion scandal?
Shut up.
Part of their hobo collection.
Yes, the $10,000 bindle is really something.
It's for the for the rich divorced dad that has to move out quickly, transport all your belongings with a designer trash bag.
Ugh, is right.
I'd like to see old Denma in up.
I always say I have that rule that I never put anything in a trash bag that isn't trash.
Really?
What?
Wait a minute, hold it. I feel like you're opening a giant can of worms.
No, like if you're cleaning, say you're going through a bunch of clothes, you want to take some stuff to Goodwill, don't put it, you put them in a trash bag, the next thing you know, someone's thrown it out.
No, I know. I take my clothes, I fold. I get made fun of because I fold my clothes when I take them to Goodwill.
No, you don't fold them either.
And then I just have a stack of clothing I can hand to them. I don't like putting them in bags either.
I put them in a bag.
They're just going to wash them anyway.
Well, that's fine, but I don't...
Just be polite.
You ball them up, you put them in the garbage bag.
I always say I don't need a plastic bag when I go places.
You squeal up to stop.
Yeah,
you
throw them
kick
out.
them out like a dead body and speed away.
I had these T-shirts from a long time ago I used to sell. I did this joke about I played on a church softball team and we lost every game and I got sick of it. So I named our team Off Constantly. So every time we lost, the other team would run around the field. We won. We beat off constantly. I had boxes of these shirts.
I'm sure you did.
Wait a second. I'm sorry.
I'm absolutely certain you had that.
So the shirt said, what did the shirt say? I beat off constantly?
No, it just said it was a jersey, like a church softball jersey.
Right.
Off constantly.
Did you sell any of them?
Oh, I sold a ton of them.
Really?
I missed oh my God, Tom! I used to be a big deal a long time ago. I didn't believe it. It was a huge. But I dropped them off at this ministry's place, and I saw a guy who didn't have a home wearing one, and it really inspired me. But I do the midnight drop, where like there's nobody there, but you just set it all in the back.
Oh, really?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because then they don't go through it and say like, I'm not taking this. They're like, yes, you are.
Well, they're not going to get the joke, are they? If it just says Off Constantly Baseball.
It also says Reno Collier Comedy on the book.
Hey, Bo.
Now your wife needs something.
I'll make you breakfast when I'm off. That was for you, John.
Do you have any of these Off Constantly T-shirts?
I do. I still have a box of them. You want one?
Yeah, I love baseball.
I'm gonna need 2 of them.
I want to see you wearing one next week.
Chick, why do you need 2 of those?
I'm gonna crap on one and cover it up with the other. So I need 2.
Oh, Chick.
Oh, shut up. You and your wife can kiss my ass.
Oh, God.
Are we still on the air?
I thought we were talking about trash bags.
Yeah.
Don't put anything but trash in the trash.
BG has written in with a suggestion for a name for an old people dating site.
Yeah?
Stillhere.com. I think that's good.
God.
I'm good for another
GodForgotUs.com.
How about I think I'm good for another 5.
No, that's not bad. God's Forgotten.
Yeah.
Yes. That's pretty good.
What is it now?
God's Forgotten.
Yes.
The God's Forgotten website.
Okay.
Dating
now,
You forgot me.
Reno, once again, on the road with Mr. Oskey and Mr. Arnold. Are you going to bring some of those shirts this week? Are you currently selling any merch?
No, I'm getting new T-shirts. These still have dates on them. That's why I had to stop selling them, and it had like the year 2009 or 10 or something on the back of it. But I do have a box of them. I've also got some cups for sale that are out in that garage if anybody's interested.
Dude,
same deal.
I can only have one of these a day. Oh, I got deals going like you wouldn't believe.
Whatever you take with you, you'll sell out after the wait and see.
I don't think the year of. I think that kind of adds to it.
Yeah, it adds. It makes it vintage.
Now
That's
we've
cool.
talked about it on the air.
It makes it retro.
Right.
It's very cool.
That's very happening.
All right. So the
now.
people that buy these, then do they walk around explaining the joke to other people?
I don't follow them. I just kind of sell them and let them go.
You walk up to someone and go, hey, you know what this shirt means, don't you?
Yeah.
I don't follow them.
It's a shame I don't let you sell merch at our shows. Otherwise, you would do really well with these.
So
I have merch. I got this painting for sale if anybody wants to buy that.
Think of Reno selling a shirt and then walking behind the guy. What are you going to do now? What are you going to do with the shirt now?
Yeah, so what are you going to...
Yeah.
What are you
Try to get about 5 feet ahead of them.
Let me see.
Tell people to ask.
Is it like a baseball logo?
I got them in the garage.
Off
man.
constantly?
They're 3/4. Yeah, they're 3/4 length. They
Oh,
have
I
blue
like those.
sleeves.
Yeah,
those are cool.
Yeah. They're good sleeping shirts.
What did you...
They're comfortable.
I want one.
What did you sell
I want
them
a large.
for? 30?
What's that?
What'd you sell them for?
Like $25, I think. $20.
All right, well...
Yeah.
And how many would you sell on an average show?
Well, I was out with cable guys, so I was selling them like crazy because he'd run out of stuff.
Did you report these?
You know what I mean?
Wow.
I need your tax ID number.
I only sold 4 of them. I've sold 4 of them. But they were $10 a piece.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much, Reno. Well, Reno, we'll look forward to talking to you next week. And
guys.
We have to squeeze in what we have.
We have time for a couple more stories.
Okay.
Nearly $3,000 worth of brisket was stolen from a restaurant in Austin, Texas.
Yummy.
Wow.
La Barbecue's general manager, Allison Clem.
La means the, barbecue means barbecue.
Right.
How about that?
He says that the suspect hopped the fence and stole 20 briskets from the restaurant's smoker.
How?
The incident, which was captured on surveillance cameras, lasted approximately 15 minutes. One of my strongest guys back there can barely lift 10 briskets in a box, and the thief lifted them over his head, according to Ms. Clem.
Wow.
Anyone with information has been asked to contact the Austin Police Department.
What a lowlife.
Yeah.
Well, the name The Brisket Bandit's kind of cool.
Yeah?
The Brisket
That's a kind of
Bandit's
cool
good.
commercial for that purse that's made out of a hefty bag, though.
Yeah. 20 holds
You know
20
what I mean?
briskets.
How do you
20 briskets.
How do you fence that? Do you look for someone?
Maybe a food truck?
Go to a big family reunion?
That's actually probably what
Want to buy a
what he
brisket?
did.
There are plenty of Austin food trucks.
Wow.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Did he also steal 950 napkins and 8,000 toothpicks? I'm just That's kind of a scummy thing to do. Now, once again, we'll look forward to seeing you this weekend live and in person, Reno.
Yes.
With these
Yeah,
two guys.
thanks, guys. Everybody have a great week.
Okay.
You too.
Where's the ticket information
Thanks,
for that, Josh?
ThatJoshArnold.com.
Oh, nice.
You have
Right
your
now,
own website?
Oh, yeah.
remember that thing they used to do in the radio? They don't do it anymore. There was a
What's
thing,
that?
thing in the radio where they would go,
The cash call?
no, they'd go, this is a test.
Yeah.
Of the emergency broadcast
Yeah, they
system.
changed that around. They do it a different way now. But
Yeah.
how about a test if you're concerned about something called low T? You've been hearing about it, and maybe you've got something going on. You want to just get yourself checked out. Low T can affect your life in many ways. It can drop your sex drive, have issues with erections or muscle or bone mass. It's interesting to find out more about it, and that's where our friends at Roman come in. For years, we've been talking about GetRoman.com for their assistance in the ED department. Well, now they're trying to help you out with testosterone test kit. The Roman testosterone test kit cannot diagnose if you have low T, but it can help you decide if further investigation is a smart idea. You may have some symptoms that you want to get checked out. Roman sends you an easy-to-use kit with step-by-step video instructions. They even cover free 2-day shipping to and from your home. So you take the test before 10 a.m., ship it, it's out that day. Once your results are ready, Roman sends you a certified set of lab results. It's a PDF file, downloadable, easy to read. It's a private, secure account. You then choose to schedule a free consultation if you want and go over your results with a U.S. licensed healthcare professional. Details are found at getroman.com/BT show. Check it out, getroman.com/BT show for your at-home testosterone test kit. $69 total. That's getroman.com/BT show. Coming up, it's our history lesson. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Reach us toll free at 1-888-BOB-TOM-1 or at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Comedian Renee Hicks has joined us in the studio.
Morning, Renee.
Good morning.
Quite the sportswoman, I can
Oh,
tell
yes,
from your
yes, yes. And we were
conversation.
talking about the WNBA. I just want to know, like, will there be, like, feminine hygiene commercials, like, sponsoring it? Because I think those things got to go. They're just too damn nasty. I mean, they got to stop. They got to stop talking about women's genitalia. I mean, and these women talking about douche. We don't do that, men. We don't go to the beach talking about douche.
You don't?
You know? No, we don't. And see, I never want to see a black woman do that.
Mhm.
Because you know they would have her just acting crazy, just walking along going, oh, girl, I ain't seen you in a... Damn, Shaniqua, is that you stinking like that, girl? Well, you need to douche your nasty ass. There's a whole family of seagulls following your nasty ass. Damn.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, the Bob and Tom Show app is available for free in the iTunes and Google Play Store. Do you know someone who might like the Bob and Tom Show app? You should tell them to download it, and then they can listen to their local station. Tune into us here on Bob and Tom 24/7. With the app, you can even set an alarm that'll wake you up with the Bob and Tom Show. It's just that easy. And did I mention it's free? That's right. The iTunes and Google Play Store is where you find the Bob and Tom Show app free for you and all your friends, all your coworkers. It's free for everybody. Today, tomorrow, every day. It's what we do. And thanks so much for tuning in and listening to us right here on a Monday. It's August 8th, right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom News Update. President Joe Biden and First Lady Jill Biden are planning to visit Kentucky today to meet with families who have suffered from historic flooding. At least 37 people have died after last month's deluge, and flooding remains a threat with more thunderstorms in the forecast this week. Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear and his wife Brittany will join Biden, who has increased federal assistance to the state to help in its recovery. As inflation heats up here in the United States, demand for grocery delivery is starting to cool. You'll recall during the pandemic, many of us turned to services like Instacart to get food instead of going into the store and running the risk of getting coronavirus. As contagion fears eased, shoppers held on to delivery services because of the convenience. But with food prices spiraling, many see delivery service as a luxury and not a necessity. A double surprise at the Cincinnati Zoo. A full-term hippopotamus was born there last week. The surprise wasn't that the hippo was born. It was its size in comparison to its sibling Fiona, which was born prematurely in 2017. She arrived 6 weeks early and weighed only 29 pounds. This new calf is very much larger. The other surprise involves the mom, Bibi. The zoo discovered she was pregnant around April Fool's Day. The joke was on the zoo because Bibi was on birth control. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Hey, man, it's Donnie Baker. And the fact remains there's nothing better than being a VIP. And I don't mean like us dudes on Pervert Rabbit Xanadu's. I'm talking about a Bob and Tom VIP. Best thing, you'll never miss another minute of the show. I swear to God. You can hear the show here in the morning, and then because you're a Bob and Tom VIP, you'll get the podcast of the entire show, a 12-month library of podcasts, hundreds of Bob and Tom comedy tapes, and a 60-day video archive of the show. Bob and Tom VIP. You have to get it. It's state law.
Bob and Tom.
If you irradiate poop, it will be sterile, but it's still poop.
You can pick your morning radio show, but you can't wipe Bob and Tom on the couch.
Little ditty about Jack Bauer's plan to try and stop a nerve gas attack by the mean Russian man. Jack is hiding in the ductwork, crawling around. Then it pops up, pulls his gun, shouting, "Everybody down!" Jack is just trying to keep America free. But tell him a lie and he'll shoot your wife right in the knee. Gotta get the intel, no matter the cost. He gonna give the wet list to that German dude who was on Lost. Jack is saying, Chloe, upload them schematics to my PDA. Gonna put my jacket hood on, hold my breath and save the day. Jack is saying, oh yeah, life goes on long after they set off the nerve gas bomb. Oh yeah, I said life goes on long after Michelle, Tony, and Edgar are gone. Little ditty about Jack Bauer's plan. Gonna whisper, then shout some, then whisper it again. Curtis, where are you? Tell me about Mr. Cooper. Tell me about Mr. Cooper. Get in the chopper now. I said I wanted a cheeseburger.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Don't. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
You know you're too high when you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on. You realize it's not your girlfriend. It's just a woman on a bus. That's how you know you're too high.
Hey, this is Frank Caliendo, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
David Gilmour and more.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Don't you say a word. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
If I say a word, I'll turn the mic.
Christy Lee at the
news desk, we call it.
Yeah, there's Pat Godwin in the. There's Josh Arnold.
The performance. Are we doing shots over there?
There's Josh Arnold at the Upside Sidekick desk.
Hello.
I know that. I'm Chick McGee. And there's Tom.
I'm trying to buy my Reno Collier Off Constantly t-shirt.
Oh, yeah.
Can't beat him.
I'm pretty sure that was one of our fantasy team names when we were doing the NFL Fantasy League. Someone
Off Constantly?
Off Constantly, yeah.
Okay, all right.
So who do you think? Do you think Reno's still living?
I thought it was, and there was an Off in the Shower. That was the name of another team.
And what was the point of the Off in the Shower?
Well, we beat Off in the Shower. is how that comes out.
Speak for yourself. Okay. Time now to.
It's a real chore doing it, standing.
What is the?
Oh yeah.
What is today's date?
Is it? You fall backwards?
Yeah, you lose your balance. Time now for Today in History. Tom, it's August 8th.
Okay.
Let's hear it, buddy.
Okay. Now, this first story, we've talked about this before. This sounds fake, but it's real. And I'm going to see if anybody remembers this.
Okay.
I'm going to go to you, Christy.
Yeah.
A gentleman named Will Kellogg invented cornflakes.
Oh, yeah, because he thought it would suppress the sexual desires of people.
He thought it would cut down on masturbation.
Mm-hmm.
And
Remember that guy?
This sounds crazy, but it's true.
He looked like a rabbit. Remember that?
He was. Yeah. He was kind of crazy.
Yeah, and then he got very upset. I mean, obviously, cornflakes became a big hit.
No.
He was very upset when he saw Frosted Flakes. He was concerned about how they got frosted, if you know what I mean.
Sure.
Wow. How about this one? Do you know who this is? A chick you'll know. I'll run this by you, Godwin.
Okay.
Brian Hyland had a huge #1 song in 1960.
1960.
It's one of the worst songs ever to get to #1.
No. I think I remember. Yeah.
Itsy Bitsy Teeny Weeny Yellow Polka Dot Bikini.
That's a fun one. I never knew that guy's name.
I thought it was
kind of annoying.
Why didn't you like that?
San Francisco Where Flowers You Do Hear. I thought that was Brian Hyland.
This is the song. Yeah,
that's a dude.
And I believe there wasn't a bikini until they started blowing things up with nuclear bombs on the Bikini Islands.
That's
and then,
the No Bikini at All.
Yeah, No Bikini at All.
The backup and the Tig Old Bitty.
The what?
The Tig Old Bitties.
Tig Old Bitties.
Yeah.
Give it up for the Tig Old Bitties.
We are children.
Working hard back there. On the bongos.
Look at them Tig Old Bitties.
Woo! I would make the following. Itsy Bitsy really only goes with one other thing that I can think of. Anybody?
Sure. The spider.
The spider.
Yeah.
You got your itsy bitsy bikini and you got your itsy bitsy spider, and that's pretty much it in the world of itsy things that are itsy bitsy.
And the itsy bitsy bikini spider. That's unpleasant.
Oh, you don't want those.
No, it's better than a big, thick, bushy.
Well, that's what bikini spiders are.
Yeah,
Shave them off.
sorry.
Shave it all off, right?
Okay,
That's where you got to go. You got to roll that way. Clean.
1963, on this date, the Kingsmen released Louie Louie, one of the greatest radio songs of all time.
You tell the story about Louie Louie one more time.
It's a great
I'm going to go out and slash your tires.
It was on this date that Nixon resigned.
And then, as you said earlier this morning, at the end of his resignation speech, he stood up, got his bags, and went out to the helicopter
He
and
didn't
left.
he left in the copter the next day.
I had to my pack for him.
Got a nice library named after him. Got that going for him.
Well, most presidents do. Yeah.
Library.
He's considered to be possibly the highest IQ of any president.
Is that true?
Yes. He was
No kidding.
very bright guy.
He did what everybody's done. He just got caught.
I'm guessing Grant was the stupidest. Don't you think?
You'd have to ask Dean. I don't know, but
certainly the drunkest.
Yeah.
Birthdays: Dustin Hoffman. Wow, 1937. He's teaming up with Forrest Gump. They're going to do Rain Man versus Forrest Gump, kind of a Godzilla versus.
Boy, that'll be something.
Wait a minute. You know what? You know I love you, and I'll join you if I can understand it. Well, you kind of lost me with this.
Well, Dustin Hoffman, of course, portrayed Rain Man.
Right.
Yes.
And I think.
So Gump versus
you've got
Rain
like
Man.
King Kong versus Godzilla. Why not have Rain Man versus Forrest Gump?
Life is like a box of chocolates. There are 32 chocolates. Yeah. Boy, that was the best bit of 1995.
And
I could have been on the evening at the Improv.
Okay, happy birthday, 1961, of Dave Evans. Anyone?
The Edge.
Anyone? The Edge is correct. How did you know that, Pat?
I was a Bono fan, a U2 fan for a while.
Okay.
that seems
Is he related to Dale Evans? Is that her son?
No, that's the answer. He's from Ireland.
You know, there's a
Bob Evans.
Do his friends today, are they going to go, happy birthday, dear Edgy?
Nobody's singing happy
Do
birthday.
you know
to that miserable
there's a
prick.
Yastrzemski plays for the Giants, and it's Carl Yastrzemski's grandson.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's a surprise.
Any other boring facts?
Is he as lazy as Carl was?
Oh, Carl.
Yastrzemski, he could barely break into a trot to get to first base.
He won the Triple Crown, but think what he could have done if he tried.
Happy birthday, Drew Lachey.
Who's that?
That's Nick Lachey's brother. It's like the
Who's that?
Really?
the Jim Belushi of boy
They
bands.
are from Cincinnati,
Hey.
so we'll give you Drew.
Time
but
now for Things We Learned, brought to you by Napa Auto Parts. 6,000 Napa Auto Parts stores. Over 17,000 Napa Auto Care Centers. Napa, the fuel that helps drivers like you get up and go.
Yeah.
Napa.
I would say happy birthday to Roger Federer, but I have watched him. He's really the Federer-est.
What?
Federer-esque.
He's not Federer.
Federer?
He's
the Federer-esque.
He's
He is the
Federer-esque.
Federer-esque.
Ladies and
You got
gentlemen.
your Federer.
And you got your Federer.
Your Federer.
And you got your
and your
Federer-esque.
The Carl Yastrzemski song.
A man they call what?
Yes.
Man, they call
Yes.
Yaz.
Yes.
That's from Boston. What is that, 68?
They were hoofing that.
I think earlier.
Why'd they call him Yaz?
His name was Yastrzemski.
Yastrzemski.
Come on, Chris.
So they'd call you.
Girl, don't worry about it.
Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson broke up. Tom's playing the TV theme to McCloud. He just would not stop. Josh Arnold on the road this weekend with Reno and Jeff Oskey. A must miss. Christy. Christy's dressed like a kangaroo today. We're all jumpy. Get involved. Come on. Let's do this. Get involved. No?
Tom? Want to get...
Chick claims everyone's saying this. I have not heard it since 1974.
Get involved.
It was a button people would wear.
There was?
Clean jean. Vote for McCarthy, I think was.
We need buttons now that say, keep out of it.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, give your opinion to yourself.
There's nothing wrong with staying home, being quiet, minding your own business.
That's right.
So once again, Pete Davidson on the loose. He's single, so hide your sluts. And that's our
World's longest fingernails is 42 inches. I am Mr. Stupid. I pointed that out because my Wi-Fi got disconnected by a tree branch. Watch out for Backdoor Ernie.
It's either a kid's show or a porno. We're not sure.
A short-lived game show.
Backdoor. It's Backdoor Ernie.
Yeah.
Not again.
And if you didn't like Rain Man versus Forrest Gump, maybe you'll like that new sitcom, Pete Davidson and Kanye West. The kooky Pete and Kanye get tattoos.
We had her.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Keep us with you at all times. Get the Bob and Tom app now at your app store. State law.